Oh, that was good. All right, we are live.
Yo!
We
Oh
got.
my god, Cosmos is never gonna forgive me.
He's never gonna forgive you now. All right, we're doing a little warm-up practice with Spank's life coaches here before they get into their first game of the night at 8. What is it,
Yeah,
8:30?
I mean
Yeah.
it starts at 8:30, but they're taking your job from what 2 days ago, where they're going double headers tonight. So they got
We're there.
um
Going forward, I can tell you already right now, there's going to be double headers almost every game night
yeah
because there's
for
just
sure.
not enough games being played. I betrayed the shit out of Scullen.
I mean the first 4 weeks of the season it felt like were immediately
But yeah,
rescheduled,
it's
besides like 3 teams.
like literally everybody's like, oh, we got a schedule. Like, I had to take over for on the DVO team, and they were 3 weeks behind. But they have the same record as my actual team now, so
Which
at
is great.
two wins, 2 losses, 1 series win, 1 series loss. It's gonna be interesting
For sure. I
to see
think
how.
it's going to be a pretty hype matchup too to kick off tonight too, just kind of like your guys' was, where it's obviously both of your games were pretty hyped up, but the first match I think was by far the most even, especially with how long you guys went back and forth and kind of worked out those kinks. And then the second team of the night, we'll see, because they have Avengers team who's thirsty for a win. Some would argue on the lowest end of the totem pole when it comes to the league, but they definitely have mechanics, they definitely have skills, they definitely have abilities that they can use. And I'm excited to kind of see that formulate a little bit more. Novice has been playing more, Avengers been playing more with Novice. And then you have Rage, who's always consistently solid. It just depends on if they can formulate a team that's strong enough to compete with some of these strong hammer teams like the one that they're playing tonight, with a Skullen, with a Spank, with a Viper. So it'll be interesting for sure.
It's gonna come down to fourths in this matchup. Like if Tez can show up, or it's gonna be Tez or who is Death's fourth.
Death is Death, Shrek, Pop Tart, and Dylan. So it's gonna be a yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna be if
if they
Dylan
can get
throws or
Dylan to
not.
play, yeah. If Dylan can play number one sober, but number two like actually play, I think it's gonna be a really really hard matchup, because the only games we've seen from Shrek and the gang so far has been with Trespass. And obviously no disrespect to Trespass, but he's definitely not by any means a fourth player. And with Dylan, you're talking about a whole different caliber of play that opens up for the floor. So we're gonna see a new Shrek or a new Deaths team tonight, and I think that's gonna be actually a hell of a matchup with this team. So
Oh yeah, it's gonna be lights, camera, action. It's gonna be a lot of just back and forth. I wonder if Shrek's gonna pull like what he did against us and put it plus 40 again.
uh, I would almost guarantee that he will. I think the biggest question that a lot of people kind of highlighted over the past couple of matches with Shrek, whether he's been a sub or playing for his real team, is yes, you can go positive 40, but does that matter in today's league? Because we've seen a lot of super. I mean, you guys put on a showcase of that. The first match you guys played, nobody went positive, yet you still came away with a 5-3 score deficit every single time.
Yep.
So, while kills are matter, and they definitely, especially for your lead tank, want to matter, are they the right kills, or are they just kills?
Yeah, exactly. Kills are one of those things. It depends when you get them, not how many you get. Because a well-timed double, you could go 0 and 4, and a well-timed double, you go 2-4, and then score. Hey, look at that. You probably have to switch Griff over there and then fancy up and then run it.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna run right now. Throw him on Cobra. All right, and I think this is the line. Oh, no, obviously not. They're gonna have Viper in, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're running Griff Beast for the series, at least for game one of the series against Death. So, well, that's another kind of key, interesting piece that we got to work around here. Is where is this lineup stronger? Are they stronger with Beast? Are they stronger with Tez? A lot of people would argue that Tez is the stronger player here. I know this team personally kind of leans on Beast a little bit more. They think that he's more dynamic and can get into more of the runner's headspace, and they like his sword play. But Tez has showed up consistently as, again, a consistent player. He's never going to be the top killer on the team, but he definitely knows how to run the flank. He definitely knows how to be an annoyance on the other side of the field, and he's their ball runner when Griff Beast isn't. So I think we might see, especially a game 2, where if they lose that round 1, they might go with a switch up of their
Well,
strategy there.
I mean, during the minor, I had Tez on my team with Death and Ace, and I mean, we took up the ship. He put in work.
Oh, Newties.
Since you are on stream, be aware.
Oh.
Uh,
What do you mean, dude? I'm not a liability.
Oh no,
Oh.
never.
No. I'm a good boy. Did it just start?
Yeah, we're doing pre-game while we warm up. Spank's
Okay,
game.
so it's okay. Good. So it's not actually anything important yet.
No.
Well, that's good.
no.
Phew, Hachi May, Hachi
So
Day. So you're ready to do the what's it called this week? Yeah.
I mean,
the
yeah, whenever.
town hall.
Just tell me a date
Nice.
and a time, and I will make time for it.
Yeah, can we get if we could get an official date for that, we could definitely start pushing that out too. That'd be super cool.
Dude, I would love a fucking official date.
Do we
When
want to just
did
shoot for
Jack say
Friday?
anything?
Friday at like 8?
I kind of just want to like abuse it. I'm gonna actually go play cards this Friday. Then we can do Saturday or Thursday.
I mean, both of those work for me.
Yeah, like honestly, tomorrow's Thursday. Honestly, the sooner the better. While this shit's still fresh in our minds,
I
because
agree.
we just did the land. That's gonna be fun to talk about. Pop Tart and lots want to talk about stuff. I don't know if Dad wants to bring anything up. I might talk about something.
Yeah, I think we're right around mid-season. We need a town hall in general. We need to talk about the land, how the season's going.
True. I agree. So I'm gonna start spamming the group chat here and tell Death to grow the fuck up.
Let's fuck up.
Thursday.
Yeah, man.
Oh, is he
Town
playing
Hall
today?
would be super cool. Death is playing today. Yes, he's playing tonight in the first game.
Oh, I hope he's listening to this. Hope he's fucking listening.
Jack?
He's hiding in the shadows and
Hey,
start
baby.
talking in the clouds. Sorry, who are you playing against right now? Who are you warming up?
We're warming up Spank and Skullen's team.
So,
Oh,
Spence,
okay.
I know you said on paper it's kind of hard to tell who's got who, but if you had to take a wild guess tonight between Deathcrawler's lineup and Deathcrawler's lineup and Skullen's lineup, and I can remind you of
Who's gonna win?
yeah, who do you got, and do you think it'll go best of 3?
I mean, it's probably going to be just a 2-0 slop of Skullen's team winning, unfortunately.
Wow. Okay.
They've been playing more. They've been playing way more.
Well, Death does have his full lineup. They're not using Trespass. They do have Dylan and Shrek and Pop.
Yeah, I don't think it's really going to make a difference.
And I will say,
I think
playing
that's kind of
well.
common philosophy on that one tonight. Like, obviously, Scullens plays well, but another thing that we've kind of seen from this Scullens team is when it comes to actual game time, they play super discombobulated compared to what they do in scrims. The pressure kind of gets kicked on. Viper starts overcalling shots, and we've seen, kind of a discombobulation of who's the actual shot caller on the team, who's playing their role, and who's taking accountability for when things go wrong. But I do think that it's going to be a solid lineup. I think they have obviously a solid chance. I love this team on paper, but we'll see. I think that's an interesting prediction though, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a prediction. It's just everything kind of points towards Skullen's team's going to win pretty hard, unfortunately. The Deathcrawler team just hasn't had enough time to be able to unanimously practice, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to get
Especially
Dylan on, it seems.
Especially like warming, like literally playing games and warming up coming into today's game. Did they even play this week?
Who?
No, right? Like this is the first time, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Shrek played in some games because he subbed against for NCOD. But I think
Yeah, they popped into
but I mean, like,
popped into
as a
Sweat League,
team.
but as a team, no, they haven't played since 3 weeks ago.
Okay, and then because Skullen's team has been playing.
they're on
And
almost every
Spank.
night.
And Spank back on mouse and keyboard, not controller, so he's not useless.
And I think he
Yeah, I
also
don't know,
changed his
man.
FOV, and that seems to be doing well for him.
True. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like Golem's team is just way more practice right now. It's just one of those games where it's like Deathcrawler's team is just going to use it. Hopefully, just use it as practice instead of knowing they're going to win. Because that's just how it goes sometimes. Like you have to give up. Like you just know right away. Just like in Champ Select for late league, you know you're going to lose. So you're just going to use this game to practice.
Yeah, so they are playing with
that's
Dylan
a
and
fair point.
Pop-Tart tonight. So they have their full lineup.
Tuned. Unless I'm wrong, well, you know what? It's important I say all this stuff. I hope they're listening. You know how it goes. You fire them up.
A little trash talk, especially
they
from
all
you,
got
say a bunch of
addicted
mean
to
things
go a
and
long
it
way.
fires them up.
What if they all got addicted to the 4 ping from LAN?
Well, then they understand what it's like to have fun. That's how it goes, man. You're either reacting or you're leading your shots.
Grunties. Holy.
You should have noontied.
I should have noontied and soon-tied at that.
Jesus.
Ooh,
You
what
gotta
a
be
beam.
careful saying this thing, dude.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. I'm on stream. Sorry, Mom. I hope
Sorry,
you're not
Mom.
tuning right now.
Yeah, don't forget that.
You.
I just saw that Steve says, I hope everyone loses.
Steve's so mad about Sweat League. It's honestly a shame. You know, Steve's a great player. He's a great captain. He made a great team. Had a horrible loss yesterday, but you know it is what it is.
Everyone hates him. Everyone hates Steven.
I think he's the best. I think that playing multiple seasons with him was great.
Yeah.
I think it was fun. It was a good time. So he's a great captain to have. He definitely wants to play. He wants to observe that. He wants to watch tape. He's a real tape watching kind of guy. He just loves it.
Is.
So
Steven's a liar. He tells you to do something and doesn't do it. And then it's like, oh, excuse after excuse. Isn't that right, Steven? My. This guy.
I would actually love if Edcon could come on for the mid game interview. I think that would be great. I think he's got a lot to say, and a lot to get off his chest. So
He should just get on right now, shouldn't he? Stand up for himself. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Alright, we are about 17 minutes out from game time here.
You fucking naked, dog. Oof, oof, oof.
But we might as well show some gameplay for a bit, you know? Get our yap on.
Sorry, who's in that lobby?
It is the Skullin B team. Basically, they don't have snipes.
solid B team is crazy.
I mean, they don't have snipes. It's the B team. And then it is Hells, me,
I think snipes
Rain,
makes the
and
team worse.
Fancy against them.
Oh, dude, Francisco. Okay. Dante Pantalonis. Oh. Hey, Rain.
Yeah. Hello.
No, just making sure you can hear me. Oh, yeah. Hey,
Yeah, man.
Rain.
Yes.
What's the dealio, dog? What's going on with the team?
With my team?
Yeah, are you gonna get on help Wevan practice?
Yeah, I'm on pretty constantly.
Okay.
I'd say I'm the most on from the team. I know Lux has been taking him to the tape room, but we gotta get on the court a little bit more. We gotta stretch the field, you know. You know, recently we did an interview with this guy named Ace Spence where he basically said none of the teams are gonna touch him. So I think Wemby took that personally. He was in our Discord chat, just mad, just frustrated.
Was he
So-
actually? You being?
No, I'm just trolling. But Wemby's pretty calm. I don't think I've ever seen Wemby get upset besides when he goes for punches that he knows damn well he shouldn't do. But yeah, no, I think that our team's gonna get heated up. Unfortunately, I don't think we have a game until next week. But
What are you gonna
we
do?
will.
I mean, when are you
or,
guys
no, 3 days.
available?
What are you gonna do about it?
When are we available?
Yeah.
Every day. When is
Okay.
Solace available? I think
Yeah,
like
I was
once a
about to
week.
say because I
It's not entirely
need to
true.
schedule the DVO game with y'all. So,
Yep.
What do you
yeah,
mean DVO
I
games? It's your team.
Yeah, well,
Gavin
it's
approved,
easier.
of
I can't
course.
say my team because now I have 2 teams, so I have to
You do,
like deviate
yes.
it somehow.
You have 2 teams. That's correct. You go 18 B team.
18 B team.
Yeah, I guess Reps. How does it feel to go from a team that's pretty decent to a team that the number 1 team in the league said that they're excited to play in playoffs? Like, how does that feel?
How do you go from playing a team that you put together to a team that's better than yours? Thoughts?
Do you like that?
It feels kind of rough, but you know.
Does it feel rough to have 2 shots at the chip?
No,
Or does it
that
feel
part,
blessed?
no, definitely not.
If you could say anything to Devio right now, would it be thank you?
No,
be sorry,
it'd be
bud.
anger for having to make me do double the
He's-
fucking work.
Oh, you'd hit him with a RAR? Spicy.
Not even the XD, my man.
No XD, just RAR.
Jesus.
Dude, where's Steve? I know he's in the chat right now. Steve, would you like to do a pregame interview?
You can send it. They're ready.
Nice.
Did you hear me, Rain?
Yep, I said it.
Wow, you just hit that? That was so late. Delayed. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think my game's getting slower, or maybe my IQ is, but either way, it feels really slow on my end.
No, dude, you're just distracted. Who's the problem?
Well, you are here,
You're
so
di-
you're
you're
the
distracted
king
gamer.
distraction.
No, I'm not even circuit jamming right now. So don't.
No, you're not. You're not in the car
Right.
where no one can hear what
No,
now you
no,
say.
no circuit jamming.
No. Dude, I could start riffing hard. I could start gifted gabbing you with the silver tongue and fucking melt your brain, but I'm not. I'm not, in fact.
It's not time for the brain melt yet. You heard it here
Definitely not
first.
Yeah. So this just keeps this going.
I got too close.
All right.
How many minutes do we have until the first game? Thoughts?
We have 12 minutes and counting.
Ugh, conclusions and solutions.
That's going to be forever. So if you have any subjects that you'd like to yap on, feel free.
How's it feel being undefeated,
Not gonna
Aceman?
happen.
Or was it
He
expected?
said it's easy.
It was
It's
expected.
boring.
No, it's actually fun, but it was expected. The challenge is not losing. No, it looks like Deathcrawler is on with his whole team scrimming Chemical Cosmo Jolly Lux.
Ooh, that's that may or may not be a good thing or a bad thing, because that could just get absolutely shit on and be defeated before you even play your games.
Per chance.
Because we know that Dylan can get tilted quite easily.
True. Bluetooth. No.
Oh, let him punch me. That's unfortunate. Who's got the anti-trades tech? Can we expose that on the stream, please?
I mean, I just looked down.
So the Cosmo strat is staring directly up. Nah, Skullin does that too.
Oh, I should have thrust it forward. Yeah, I've heard different things, either looking straight up or looking straight down.
Which it's all about reducing the chance that your model connects with theirs when you're performing the attack animation. And avoiding the lunge magnetism.
Yeah, that I was gonna say a lot
That
of it's
can
that magnetism
sometimes
that really will.
automatically apply even if you're
I got the
not
tism.
aiming to create a lunge. It'll just fucking do it for no reason. And no reason whatsoever. Ah, ba, boop, ba, beep, ba, ah. Ah. You know?
I wonder if spawns will behave today. That's
Shaken, not stirred. I hope they don't. I hope we're in for a match where everyone has to actually tank it in instead of just waiting to funnel.
But just lurk in the spawns, being a little spawn boy.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Maybe Death Team might win today, actually. Huh.
It's gonna be a good matchup either way.
Interesting. The way they're playing right now is pretty good. Oh, I might have to walk back what I said.
Well, maybe they were listening.
Interesting.
Oh, they're listening. They know. They're teed up. Pop Tarts are always listening.
Toonties.
Yeah, I see this definitely going a best of 3, honestly, in my opinion. And I feel like I think your initial statement is right. I think it's gonna go the way of Skullin and the gang. I just it's a dependent on how.
Oh, I got you. You know what they say? Shoe flies don't bother me. You know what they say?
Yeah, dude, I understand. My mom used to say that all the time, dude.
What neighborhood were you in when they said that?
Preferably
In
ones
the
that
city, the
have long
people
names that I
standing on
couldn't
the
pronounce.
corners? Ah, true.
Yeah. You know.
Well,
I hate the
I will
homeless,
say
gotta
I
tell
hope
you.
they have a runner that protects the ball
Ones
better
with the
than they are
fences in
right
front
now.
of the windows.
What were you saying? Red?
Right now, who they've had running have just been getting eaten alive by like me and Hills.
Oh my god, shaken, not stirred.
So if Shrek is deciding to play a lot of sword, we could see some turnovers real quick.
Really? Huh, I like the sound of that. Yeehaw.
We just got violated in that corner, only.
Well, so the sword was on a tank and went past the tank, so I had to punch it.
Oh.
Kumbaya.
Oh, I thought Tez was gonna play you.
Just heard he was gonna play me, and then I whiffed on Spank. That was crazy.
All right, we got about 7 minutes to this matchup.
Yikes. No way you got away with that after that.
I did.
That's actually criminal.
And then I threw the
That's
ball
actually
straight up.
criminal. I'm trying to activate Spank.
I mean, I honestly, I'm sorting him, and I don't know if that's activating him or tilting him at this point.
He needs it. He needs it. He's playing against a lot of swords today.
Yeah, that's the thing. Pop will pull it. Death will pull it. Shrek will pull it. Dylan will pull it. Yeah. He needs to be acclimated to it.
Yikers.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they might have to have Skull and Run.
I think that we'll see that rotation. Oh my god. I think that we will see that rotation as a too late mechanic. Like, if they lose, that's what's going to happen, and it'll be way too late. I think they're going to do that when it's like a 3-0 or a 3-1, and it's just going to be out of their hands. Game 2, it's over with.
Because the other team has just nasty, dirty, filthy swords.
think they network abuse. Manipulate like you.
I don't network manipulate. Thank you very much.
Sure. Yeah. Of course.
I just know my range, okay?
Of course.
Yeah, I think they're also they're gonna need Snipes not to be constantly flanking, at least like he is in this. He's leaving his runners.
See, I think that's what they're relying on. They're relying on Scullin and Spank being able to tank off of each other. But I think when you run Spank and Scullin into 3 trees, it's not gonna go the way that they want.
That it's not.
Dude, 3 trees, that's the bee's knees. Top 10. You're both watching them play?
But we're both playing against them, and then we're both be in the lobby for the stream.
Sockway Blue.
What was that one?
Snipe just teleported his face off. He hit the Mr. Worldwide Aware Mosquito
You know what's good?
teleportation.
I have that completely in 4K as I'm staring at him.
That's cool, man. You caught him in 4K.
I did.
Jesus Christ. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Oh, I got punched in the face.
If you would have hit that double, I would have thrown up on the floor. Guaranteed.
Yeah, Tez was already punching. They're in full panic mode when I get one sword kill at this point.
Wait, would you do the dinosaur rain?
Yeah, like full pterodactyl on the floor.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
The green text of get on the floor, everybody do the dinosaur. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never seen that before.
Are you fucking serious? Yeah, I'll hit you up with some examples.
I think Rain might be a little too young for that one.
That's not true. It's like
Dude, I'm 46.
sometimes.
Or not.
Sometimes true.
Yeah, you get 46
sometimes.
kids. It's true.
That's fair. That's fair. I heard the next poll is how many kids do I actually have?
You think it's? Oh, it's definitely between Sketch Shin and what is her name? What is her name?
It's somewhere
Grifball, what's her
between
name?
like.
What's the other Latina Grifballer?
Oh, Lotto.
Who? No.
With the
What's
Latina
her name?
Grifballer puppies?
Yeah, what's her name? No, the other one.
Novice?
No. That's a woman, not.
I did. I have
Infinite
no clue.
Infinite Rain?
No, that's a man. What is her name? She has 2 kids. Single mother, 2 kids. What is her name? What is her name?
When's the last season they played?
It's a Latino Grifballer?
I think Halo 4 or Halo 3 MCC. So it's like been 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't know at that point.
Back, but they just won't play.
Alpha Turtle?
You're listing off men, and he's white. He's like dangerously white.
I don't think we can say that on the stream. He might be colored. Who knows?
But white? No, he's not. I've seen him. He's a Maryland man, actually.
Maryland man through and through, huh?
Yeah, he's got that Maryland plan. That's why he doesn't play anymore. Ha ha. Ha ha. Huzzah!
Cool. Are we gonna see some Spank running action?
No, hell no. I hope for their sake they don't.
All right, you can in Rain.
I actually don't know her name.
All right, we're gonna get the actual game on the way.
Who's playing?
It is Scullin's team versus Death's team.
Ah, okay. Well, Death and them are still playing their little custy. They haven't given the old 1-2 here. They haven't backed out. Oh, they have not backed out.
All right, let me make sure my settings. I don't think I changed them back from doing the LAN
you might.
streams.
You might want to remind these guys that they have a match coming. They ain't quitting. They ain't quitting, that's for sure.
Alright. Where even is Death? No, he's hiding offline.
I'm gonna actually hurt myself. I'm gonna actually hurt myself. I'm gonna fucking hurt myself. I'm actually gonna hurt myself because I can't think of who this is.
Alright, invites have
actually
been
hurt
sent to their whole team.
I'm genuinely like I can't even think of who you're talking about literally at all.
I'm actually gonna hurt myself. I don't think you've ever played against her. I'm trying to find her name here. In the soba, because she's in the soba, but I think I'm just really stupid. Oh, I know how. Okay.
You're not thinking of like
Alright.
Squirrel Burrito, are you?
No.
Okay.
Someone actually still plays, or used to. More recent.
I played Halo 4 and
Like her name's on the tip of my tongue,
so-
and I can't fucking say it.
her.
But I know she's in this late league, so I can find her.
What's the last season that you played in? You know?
Yeah, like one of the MCC seasons, so 2023, I believe.
You're not thinking about Rose, are you?
By any other name? No, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Or Roz with it?
Oh, Rose Witwa? No.
Yeah.
She played recently. She just played.
Well, I know
like
I know
2
she has
seasons
kids.
ago?
I'm trying to think of people who have
She
kids.
played like 2 seasons ago. Now I'm talking about someone who hasn't played it. Mr. Cold. There it is. Boom. Mr. Cold. Mr. Cold. Got it. Do you know who that is? Mist the
I
Cold.
do. I remember them from Reach.
Well, I know Irene has no fucking.
They just popped into a VC the other day when it was booming.
Mist the Cold. Actually.
Yeah,
did?
like I think like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, God bless your sweetheart. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you have a range of kids between her and Sketchin. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. Oh, what?
All right, we got Operation Doomsday. It looks like getting their last
Yeah,
stragglers in
looks
here,
like
waiting
Death
on
is missing.
Deathcrawler as per usual.
Oh, right. This is big stream time, yeah? On
It is go time there, Spins.
Okay. Hey, did you happen to put the other one on the YouTube?
No, but I can.
Okay.
I will export it tonight and put it on.
I think what's his name has the direct exporting set up on the stream channel. Is that true?
Yeah. I think so. I can check tonight because I have access to the actual channel now, the Twitch one.
Hey, perfection.
Yeah, we need to put the land one. Or I can also go back and edit it and edit all the blankness as well. We would prefer an edited version.
What do you think's better?
I mean, there is just like
We can do
45
both,
minutes of just black screen at the start of it.
True. Well, you could also.
Dude, that's the
edit
best
on
part.
YouTube thing.
Gotta love the void. Gotta love the void.
You can also edit it in the YouTube.
Yeah, I can edit it in the
yeah.
Twitch and then send it over.
YouTube Studio. Oh, they let you edit it in Twitch?
Yeah, you can edit
Oh,
stuff
that's cool.
straight from
I didn't
Twitch
know
now.
that. Dude. Chin Chow. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, we definitely need the stop sign. So I appreciate the comms from Dylan.
What does that mean?
Wait, you're
What does
being
that mean?
subbed out?
What does he mean by that?
I don't know.
Stop sign?
Oh, the stop sign.
That's Dylan speak.
Didn't Spank get arrested going to the stop sign when that happened?
Spank did get arrested that one time at a stop sign. Yes.
He is a goofy guy.
Because in his words, and I quote, the stop sign was not green yet.
I love Spank. God.
That's why you should be rooting for him. You'd be rooting his tootin' and not rooting the other team.
Spank is one of my favorite players in the league. He's also newly sober. So congrats to Spank on that one too.
Round of applause.
Huge
Is he
shout out to
coin yet
him.
or no?
We don't push it that far. We're gonna hold off on the coin.
Oh, he's got his coin. Shit.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off on the coin. But I'm pretty sure he's 2
I'll say
weeks
he's
at
got
this
a coin.
point.
Okay, he's gotten a coin. I'll say he's gotten a coin for the server. Yeah.
This is actually Grifball changing lives because Scullin said and I quote, "I'm not playing you if you're still drinking," and he said, "Okay," got sober. So Grifball does in fact change lives.
That it does.
Isn't Scullin sober right now too?
Scullin is sober, correct.
God bless.
Yep. Scullin's been sober gaming for his league matches.
I'm so proud of him, dude. It's been a
The
long
question
time
is,
coming.
I wonder
as
if
they say, you know.
Dylan's sober.
That's a good question.
Has been, right?
No, he was trash the other
No,
night.
Spank says
What?
Scullin is semi-sober.
Semi-sober. It's like one of those trial period kind of things. Got it.
That's yikes. That's actually not good. He needs to be fully sober if he wants to be able to play at maximal settings, both physically and mentally, and emotionally.
Absolutely unlocked.
Fully unlocked.
True.
Here's death, finally.
Oh, we got
think-
the one and only Deathcrawler in the game. So, for anybody just joining us, we are about to kick off the tip-off of the Operation Doomsday and Spank's Life Coaches, what a team name, by the way, game here. We're about to tip this off. The pre-game predictions, just one last time. Before we get into the game, Rebs, what do you got? What do you, are we saying that?
I'm going to say we're going to go 3 games, but Scullin and them take it 2-1.
Okay, all right. And Ace Man's final prediction is: are you sticking with the side of Scullin, or you leaning a different way after you saw them
No,
scrimmies?
You know what? I think it actually will go to what is it called? 3 games. Whoops. I think it will actually go 3 games. I am unsure who will win. I think it's gonna be Scullin, but I really don't know.
I think it's going to hinge on how Dylan plays.
Say.
How Dylan plays, and if the boys on the side of Spank's Life Coaches can in fact tank off of each other, play well, and overall communicate, and most importantly hold on to the ball, because there's going to be, I think you hit it on the head, we're going to see a lot of turnovers this game, hopefully on both sides and not just one side. But that is pretty much it. To wrap up the predictions before we kick the game off, I'm going to go with, it's going to be a 3-game series. And it's definitely going to go to the boys and Cobra, Scullin, Tez, Spank, Viper. I think we might see a mid-game sub. Who knows? But I think it's going to go their way. They would crucify me if I voted any other way. So, but I think we're going to see a good game regardless, and we are going to go ahead and kick it off once I get the final okay that both teams are ready.
Yeah, they're taking their sweet old time. What do you think of their sweet time? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have the stream media. You guys have music playing? A little like background music? Nope.
I don't, but I can.
Just got the smooth voices of the boys.
Well, we were
talking to
playing
them.
customs, so there was the swinging.
You know what my
Oh,
favorite
baby,
part about
beating on
Spank
a
is
string.
the inevitable ability to go and smoke at the worst possible. Oh, never mind. We're ready. We're ready. We're going.
Nah, I'm sure it was
We're
cat
going.
shenanigans. I'm sure that's why it was slightly delayed.
Is that a reference to something?
What, mine?
No, the cat shenanigans for Spank. Is that a reference to something?
No, he has 2 cats. He has an orange boy. Those boys are dumb and will literally do anything and everything.
Oh, you have an orange boy?
I have 3 orange boys.
Oh yeah. So they're all dumb.
Yeah, 3 of them are dumb.
That's good soup, man. Mamma mia.
All right, we're getting into the action
start?
here. Gotta remember my buttons.
Hey, did you start it? Did you start it?
It's starting. It's going.
We did start. We did start.
Okey-dokey.
We did in fact start game 1 of the series, kicking off right about now.
There's orbital. Let's get rid of that. All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna hop over. It looks like red team's gonna get the tip off here. We're gonna see Tez running. Yep, we're gonna see Tez running behind that lineup. He's already got swords after him, dangerously after him.
I mean, and you're going to see that pressure from especially Operation Doomsday all day, like we talked about earlier. You look at the roster of this team; every single person on this team has a filthy sword. Specifically, though, we look at Shrek, we look at Pop-Tart, we look at Dylan, who are known for those sword playmaking abilities. But the overall tanking of Skullin and the boys are just rolling. And again,
they're already rolling.
We start to see that combo between Spank and Skullin off the rip, with Viper not really playing as much of a flank on that one, more so playing with the tanking line, which is a nice switch up to see from this team.
All right, we're gonna see red team get possession right away again. We got Skullin with the ball here. Who's just gonna take it in and score. We're quick 2-0.
It's brutal. This is a brutal start. This is not the start that most people expected, but it is the start that Ace Bets called from the beginning.
Yeah.
So who knows? We might see a quick work of this. We might see a 2-0 series, but I doubt it. I think Deathcrawler and the boys just got to shake the rust off a little bit.
Yeah,
but another dominant tip off.
We're gonna see Tez get the ball here. Where is Tez? There he is. He's standing right behind Skullin, who's already doing a great job holding off the blue team here.
Purple
Right.
kind of making light work of this team here, as well as we see Pop-Tart definitely doing his thing, doing the tree check. Shrek is obviously starting to launch that going positive as he holds down the most kills on the team, as he usually does, but it comes back to, are they getting the right kills, or are they just getting a kill? But it looks like right now, as they push that carrier back, and we see another double sword combination pop up as Skullin and the boys go to reset.
Yep. Let's see who we got. I think Skullin is in with the ball currently. Yep. He's got 2 blue tanks in the corner, and they're gonna wrap here. That's all 4 blue alive here. They need kills. We're gonna see it pass off to Tez, who's gonna take space. He might only have Shrek the punt. Okay, we're gonna throw back.
Yeah, I think that's a smart choice. I think a lot of the times, and they've kind of coached Tez on that too. We start to see Tez kind of wander off into La La Land, especially if you kind of overanalyze their last 2 losses. But definitely going very smart. But again, seeing Skullin hold onto this ball is way earlier than we thought. And with the
I think they were just waiting for to clear space for that. And we're gonna see Tez back here in control. He's gonna wrap. They need to stop Shrek here on the side.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Well, they also need to.
Exactly what was needed.
That's also a bad place to hover too. They like to do that a lot, which causes some nasty turnovers, and we've seen them lose games because of that hover on the plate. You got to pick side, you got to pick left or right, but we cannot be locking down or trying to pick up kills right on top of plate when runners standing there and not aware of the swords that are coming at them. But luckily able to manage their way out of that situation and make some pressure up court.
I will say I like the shoulder, like basically Skullin and Viper are shoulder to shoulder tanking forward here.
Good call outs there as they avoid that betrayal and definitely keep alive, getting the kills that matter. A nasty trade up court. Viper comes to fill in.
Yeah,
we got somebody on the flank. I don't even see who that is on the plate. Oh yeah, that's Viper on the plate.
Nice. Spank needs to hold space here. And let's see if Viper can kill Pop and Dylan here.
I think the biggest thing is waiting for that tank line, which they do effortlessly. Another beautiful team tank from the duo of Spank and Skullin. Viper doing his best. Skullin staying alive right now. Could claim more space on the plate, but goes to kind of refrag and get that. Somehow lives that trade, which is actually insane. Trades out with Dylan. It's a 1v1.
Right now he's playing out of his mind.
Scullin is one of the hardest people in the league to trade, in my opinion, anyways. But when he gets hot with a hammer, he's going hot. And watching them team tank together is actually very, very impressive. I like seeing Viper not play just heavy, only one-sided aggression when it comes to the flank. I like seeing a team tank. And if this team tanks, that's a really, really stack-heavy tanking lineup that you have to go against, especially one that the
100%
Pop-Tart,
on that.
Deathcrawler, and Shrek and Dylan aren't really necessarily prepared for.
Let's see. Spank gets a good kill. We're gonna see a lot of space being taken up by Skull and crew. All three
Been
red
waiting
teams are
there
alive.
too. Is an unfortunate trade right there as Viper kind of hangs on to keep that push alive, try to keep space as Spank and Skull are on the respawn. Tez doing a good job of rotating out, getting out of that, keeping the push alive. A nasty, what looks like could have been a betrayal, maybe not. But Yellow definitely picking up some steam here as they pick up a 1-2 piece, coming in with a 3 piece. Looks like they're going to double Shrek here. Shrek might get traded out, but Poison Pop-Tart does his best to anchor and stay alive.
It's just one
Crossover from the
punch.
boys. Yellow creating space, and they're
Okay, we're
in.
gonna see cleanup.
Ooh.
Ooh. But a quick 3-0 here for Skullin. All right, we're gonna hop on board right away with Tez and see how he plays tip off. Let's see. Oh, finally, Blue has got their second possession of the game, or is this their first?
Second possession, but also the first tip-off that they've won so far. Scullin's team has dominated the tip-off so far, but they came away with that one pretty clean. So let's see what they're able to do now that they actually have the ball in their position.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, are we gonna see a Deathcrawler run here and not let Dylan have it? That honestly is probably the safer bet. Less turnovers if Death is the one running.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you're going to see a drastically different team kind of colliding right there. That's unfortunate, but a drastically different team compared to like a trespass on the court where you're making one of their anchor tanks run and then you're relying on trespass to anchor the wall with Shrek and a Pop-Tart while Death runs, and that's not kind of where we want to see that play. But with this and with Dylan on the court, if he's able to step it up and get some of these mutuals that he's known for getting, we're going to see a lot of tank pressure here. But the boys in yellow definitely doing a really, really solid job of getting the kills that matter. They're going to start to anchor that spawn, making them all spawn on that left
Yeah,
side.
looks like Viper's gonna get
Crazy
possession
spawn
here
on
out of
left,
it.
but yeah, that's an unfortunate grab on that part. That's what happens when you spread the card a little bit too wide and you got people stepping on the necks of both sides of the spawn there.
We're gonna see Dylan play very aggressive here. It looks already he's wanting the punch Spank. And honestly, after playing last night, I don't think that's a good idea. I watched Spank hammer stop runner after runner in the sweaty customs last night.
Yeah, now that Spank is finally back on hybrid, he's definitely returning to that former self that we know and love. Where I mean,
we
that
can see a quick
was
turnover on
Viper right
just
there. But yeah, that's a huge forward pressure right now. Not holding forward and kind of collapsing at the wrong point, going for the kills that don't matter. But at least they got to come away with the ball. But yeah, I mean, to what you were saying, Spank is definitely boosted up his carrier killing, especially when it comes to hammer eyes, and he was doing that on controller. So now that he's back on hybrid, back on a setup where he has his monitor and has all the access to his mobility, where he can coil again and do all that stuff, we're about to see a different version of this team that the first 3 games that they've played have not seen.
Yeah, we're gonna see Death here back with possession on blue team. He's got just Pop-Tart up, and they're already applying pressure to him. Right now, Death's team cannot take a breather. Even Shrek's not keeping up with the duo of Spank and Skull on here.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about, kind of the before game breakdown. There's a lot of firepower on this team, especially when they go together, and I haven't seen them once yet
That's Viper with
miss a defensive play together.
That's Viper with 2 back-to-back hammer stops on the runner here. We're gonna see Dylan here with possession. He's gonna play very aggressive here with 2 tanks alive. We're gonna see Death trade out. Pop-Tart gets a great kill, but Skullin says no, no, no. Man, blue team Operation Doomsday literally cannot get a tanking line formed. It's either a trade or just Skullin or Spank just absolutely decimating it. We're finally see Death get on plate here. That's an errant pass. I would not have thrown that.
I mean, when you get down 3-0, you start to go for those desperate plays. You see the opening, you
Yeah,
want to
but
just go for it and get that quick score on the board.
off of
But
it.
yeah, for
Thanks
sure.
to Shrek being on plate.
I just don't think we've seen a lot of aggression out of Operation Doomsday It feels like you said, they're kind of playing off the back foot all the time.
Yeah.
And even if Shrek's playing aggressive, the other three are playing super passive, which just makes it honestly a free kill at that point. It's an easy double on Shrek. You start to wrap up the field, and then you clean up the rest of the picks. And right now, again, we're seeing
Like,
a
look,
lot of
there's two dead
up-court
already
pressure, a
for
lot
Blue.
of kills getting traded out. Yeah, it's gonna get brutal here in a minute.
Here we go. This is what we've not seen. This is the first time I've seen two swords be pulled. That was
Yeah,
At what point
that's
do you
that's the
think
exact
they
way to
let
describe
Skull
that
run?
as
How many of the Dylan lunges through the entire team killing Tez are we gonna see Skull and Run?
No, I don't think that we're going to see that anytime soon. At least not until they go down on the scoreboard. I think that they're going to keep Tez with the runner. But again, I think that's where you might start to see that Grifball swap, because at least Grifball, he definitely plays more passive when he has the ball.
Oh.
And the punches that he goes for are definitely more reserved compared to Tez, thinking that he's taking space but actually just throwing the ball away.
Yeah, well, I think from what we heard from Skull and Tez is only playing this one game. And then Grifball is filling in. I'm not sure if Tez is busy. But honestly, Tez is definitely out of the two, the better of the tanking line.
Oh yeah, for sure, hands down. I think Grifball still has yet to master the hammer. His sword is definitely useful, but it's it's a utility tool. It's not an all the time tool, which he tries to make it be, and it's not quite there yet.
I think he recently moved over to hybrid as well.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure I heard him mention that he went to hybrid recently. Within, like, before this season, like, maybe the end of the minor. Alright, we're gonna see Dylan back here, already getting pressured here by Tez. Tez wants some revenge. We're gonna see Pop-Tart kill, and we're gonna have a great tanking line here for Operation Doomsday. 2 up. Pop-Tart making some space, but the boys handle it. That punch looked like it connected.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way the game goes.
And then there's that might be a score.
Yeah, that's brutal. This is exactly what they want to. Oh,
the boys
Pop-Tart
play some great
betrayal
defense, but
is kind of nasty, but they clean it up, and just like that, it's 3-2.
It's 3-2, and both blue team scores have been in utter chaos, which we mentioned earlier that was going to be Scullen's team's issue. Is like they get a little bit aloof when it gets chaotic.
I think the main thing here is I think this is where historically we've started to see the comms start to deteriorate and starts to be more of a panic. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. We're not doing this. We're not change too much at the same time, instead of just regathering, understanding that mistakes are made, but you keep lock in, you keep this tanking pressure, and you'll be okay. But
great punch from Tez there. All right, we're gonna see Tez behind 2 red tanks with a lot of space that needs to be taken. There's that Dylan sword again. Tez does not need a crossplate here. I think the safer play is just to throw it. There's too many dangerous swords on blue side to be crossing your plate like that.
If Shrek had a sword out, I think that would have been a goal for Operation Doomsday, but unfortunately he had a hammer out.
But we're gonna see Skull in here with possession. He's got 1 punch, and I think he get 2 punches. Let's see. Skull and
Cocky.
I mean,
if it works, it works. You took up massive space, but that's one of those times where is it really worth it? You have 2 respawning. The team is calling that out. Can you beat the 3rd punch and then punch through 2 respawns?
well,
Probably
I also
not.
think they had someone in the back line just killing the spawner, so he wasn't gonna get any help. And then there's always that risk of throwing it back and it gets picked mid-court, and then you lose all that pressure. We're gonna see Pop-Tart
We're gonna have Pop-Tart holding on like an anchor, doing the Paradox Warriors justice, and just like that, it's a 3-3 turnaround. We have an even match.
Yeah, do you think the comms are deteriorating at this point?
Yes, I 100% can guarantee it. I can 100% guarantee it, and the boys really got to lock in and tighten it up here. But I think this is where this Deathcrawler team is so scary because even when they're down 0-3, they're not going to get frazzled. They're going to keep tanking. They're going to keep communicating. It's nothing but veterans in this lineup. And these are people who know how to play the position. If Dylan gets that kill, that ball was coming straight to him.
Oh,
from
100%.
death. 100%. But able to hold on, Scullin kind of locking that, playing more passive here as we've kind of seen. But Dylan's heating up. Dylan's coiling. He's hitting his kills. He's pushing up. He's playing aggro space. Pop-Tart claiming the space right behind him. Yeah, able to push back off, but Shrek now the one odd man out playing passive, which is weird that his whole team turned it on and he wants to play passive now.
All right, we're gonna see blue team here with possession wrapping to the right side. He is in pressure in the corners. Scullin goes for a deflect, and it is in the far left corner with Dylan picking up possession here. On a launch.
Spank's still anchoring up that.
A
quick recall. Quick recall. But able to gain a massive momentum from that push. Dylan's still holding that up court space. Dylan is picking up 2s and 3s like it's nothing.
Yeah, I think having death run at this point with Dylan tanking the way he is just the right call.
Yeah, for sure. And Dylan's going to go on that left side flank and make that space too right here like he does so well.
Yep.
He's going to run straight to that corner and just draw too. Yep.
We're going to see Spank applying a lot of pressure here to the runner. He's going to get that stop.
A nasty Spank stop, as per usual. Dribbles the ball, lets it go. Kind of panic, picks it up, but able to hold that space still. Spank
Viper's
with
still
another
on play.
crazy
He gets taken
stop
out by
I've
death,
seen.
though.
Dylan gets some kills. Pop-Tart being the main anchor for this team like he always is, playing really great positionally. And Deathcrawler and Pop-Tart anchoring while Dylan and Shrek play aggressive. Shrek on the free side flank. I don't know if they see him or not, but here comes a nasty sword all the way through. A betrayal, but able to clean it up. Scullin holding onto the ball while Tez kind of respawns and resets. I'm sure we'll see a reset here.
A good call. Let's look at the stats here. Shrek is almost positive 10. Dylan's negative 6. Death is +1. Pop-Tart's +7. And on the opposite side, we're going to see Scullin be up 12. Spank's negative 11. Viper's up 2. But Tez is not getting the kills when they're on defense. He is double negative.
I think the story for a lot of these teams, minus like 3, I think, is how good is your fourth? And that's, obviously when we do a league like we have where it's, you draft your partner and then you bid the rest of the league, which I think has been a super interesting combination. You're going to start to see the teams that, the pool gets a little bit more shallow when we reach that fourth area. But unfortunately with the team they're going against, you look at Operation Doomsday, when they have their 4 starters, there isn't that weak fourth.
No.
Whereas you look at Spank's life coach's team, and they have 2 people that they're rotating in and out trying to find footholding. And when it's on defense and you have to run that, and you have to run that hammer, and you have to run that extra sword, it's very, very noticeable, and we're starting to see that here.
Yeah, we're starting to see desperation too. While that was a good launch attempt, I think it's a little too early to start those. All right, we're gonna hop back on board with blue with Dylan with possession here. He's got Pop-Tart lead tanking for him. Shrek's on that flank, and he's got death coming up.
Yeah, and Shrek's already been able to pick up 2. He's gonna still maintain that space somehow, and they're gonna send 2 back for him. But Yellow able to swipe the ball over, yeah. And just like that, not only are they out of position,
all 3 tanks are up right now for red with 2 dead.
We got a betrayal, and if that would have been a mutual, that's a score there for sure. But it's still going to be a score as Scullin just squeaks through that defensive line, and that betrayal really, really cost them there. So that was brutal.
That's very unlike Pop-Tart to not play runner there. All right,
I think that's one of those cases where we start to see lines getting crossed too.
We're going to see red team get possession here. I think Viper has ball. He's going to hand it back off to Tez. He gets a great double, so they maintain this pressure going forward. Shrek says no. Shrek's like, yeah, you get the double. I'm not dealing with it anymore. We're going to see the red team's tanking line just get, costly betrayal by blue. But we're going to see
still
holding down.
Still holding on now. Dylan with massive pressure. Shrek already locking down the right side of that
I think that's a good call there,
knowing
Tez.
it's coming.
Toss it away.
Yeah.
Regain your footing
Shrek
here.
might have played a little Shrek might have played a little too aggro. I think if he holds that spawn and turns for the kill, I think that's another free ball on the side of the Operation Doomsday with a real shot at making this a 4-4 game.
Oh, we love some 4-4 Grifball, that's for sure. All right, we're gonna see red reset with 2 tanks up on the right-hand side. Viper with a great kill. Costly tie in the middle. Viper is still up though. I think they have 1 tank trailing. Tez just decides to toss it away. We're gonna see Skull and go for a great punch. Viper is still alive, applying pressure here. He's gonna have Spank come up and Tez come up. We're gonna see probably a handoff here to Tez now on the reset. Ooh, I really
definitely
don't like
kind
those
of a
passes
risky
towards
spot
plate.
to reset it. Yeah, that's and they do that so frequently. Shrek looking for that easy free pick. If they would have thrown that a second sooner, that's in Shrek's hands for sure. But the trade on Dylan goes out. Shrek and Pop-Tart kind of out of position right now, or maybe in position depending on how you look at it. With a lot of dominant pressure coming out of this side, I think these hammers are starting to heat up. They're starting to get the kills that matter. But we got a nasty flank right now.
Viper and Skullin are both on different sides, and we're gonna see. I don't
Off the
like the
glass,
pass.
Oh my god, he
That
wanted
hurts
it
me
bad.
inside. We're gonna see blue team get possession here with Deathcrawler running. I think.
I mean,
Tez
definitely a
just needs
risky
to
play,
hold
but
it.
I'm going for it in the same way. Like I'm not. Once you get that close and you get that chaos, you know, it's
100%.
willing to
Skullin
run the
needs to go
gambit
for it,
of.
but I think if Tez
For
just
sure.
holds it there for a half a second, Skullin kills Shrek, and it's an easy walk in.
Was Taz the one that threw that?
Yes,
that
Tez
tried to
is the
throw
one
that to
who threw
Viper.
it.
Okay, yeah, yep, that tracks.
We're gonna see Shrek pick up the ball. We know he wants that out of his hand as quick as possible.
Oh, that was a risky little noodle arm toss that we had with the back foot pedal that almost rolled straight to the feet of Skullin, but Skullin more focused on the kill, able to a
Viper
nasty
with a great deflection here.
Yellow pinning it.
We're gonna see all red tanks up. Spank
Oh,
gets 2,
Deathcrawl
and
the betrayal! Oh no!
there it is, folks. We are gonna have Skullin take the first of 3 potential matches, 5-3.
Yeah, definitely well called on the side of the predictions of Skull and taking it, but definitely a scarier game than I thought that they were gonna get. You know, when we see that original 3-0 landslide quickly and swiftly rotate into a 3-3, and then it's kind of a tit for tat game after that, it's gonna get spooky. But I think that now that we're about to roll into a fresh game 2 where they can kind of reset their mind space, I think this is the dangerous game. This is where we start to see Operation Doomsday really step it up. They now know how this team's going to run it. They know how this team's going to play. They've seen the weaknesses with Tez kind of running the ball. So if they continue down that road, and if we don't see a Skull and swap to running, which I mean would devastate that tanking line in the same sense. It's gonna be a different game here. So I think we're about to see a lot less desperate plays and a lot smarter play out of Operation Doomsday.
I fully agree. My concern here is Dylan dropping the -15.
Yeah, I mean you watch the play though, and he's definitely taking up space. He's playing more aggressive, so obviously, you know, dying kind of comes with that territory, but -15 is excessive. But then we retroactively you look at the side of Cobra, and you got your runner going -33, and that's implosive on defense. We cannot have that. Granted, it's kind of figured for a 4th or a 5th, but you know, that's enough to put a sizable hole in a tanking wall. When yes, the other 3 tanks that you have with you are solid, but if you're playing a 3v4 where your 4th is just dying constantly over and over again, that creates a lot of space for a playmaking team like Operation Doomsday.
Yeah, I think as Luck said it, they got they outfragged them, but just could not make the plays to take the win here.
And again, we've seen that before. We've seen it with my team. We've seen it with your team. We've seen it with a bunch of teams across the league of, yeah, kills are cool, but if you're getting kills and nothing comes of it, then what's the point?
Yeah, I would like to see Dylan team tank rather than just going to the flank and then dying to the double team in the corner every single time.
I would like to see the aggression from this entire team come out. I mean, obviously, the tree tech and the pacifism works when it's on defense. When you have a Shrek and you have a Deathcrawler, which allows Dylan and or not Shrek and Deathcrawler, but Deathcrawler and Pop-Tart playing passive, which opens the door for Dylan and Shrek to play more aggressive. But on offense, I'd really, really like to see a more high-speed push from such an educated team and from a team of all veterans.
Oh, I agree. And my thing is, they didn't try to tilt Spank, which surprises me. Because we know that if you pull swords and you kill Spank a couple times.
Mental games are shook.
But I hardly saw swords pulled at all. All right, are we going to see a lineup swap? Nope, we're going to stay with it. I like the call of keeping Tez in here as runner.
Okay, so looks like we're taking a quick water intermission, but after what you just saw, do you think we're going to reach that game 3, or do you think that this is the comeback game that we see for the side of Operation Doomsday?
I think we're going to reach that game 3. I think Operation Doomsday is going to make changes.
For sure. I think that we're going to see a game 3. I think that obviously they, Scullin and the boys have a lot of positives to take away from that match. The team tanking was excellent. I mean, you look at this compared to every other game that they've played so far. This is the most this team has team tanked together. It's the most that they've flown off of each other. There's very, very limited. I mean, let's pull up the stats and look at the betrayals on that team, and I don't think we're going to see the same amount on either teams. But I mean, you look at, let's see.
We're going to have, 7 coming out from blue, and 2, 4, 9, 10 coming.
I lied. It's actually reverse of what I thought. I thought that we'd see more betrayals, but maybe just more clutch betrayals on the side of Operation Doomsday. But usually, I mean, breaking down the numbers a little bit more, Scullin's usually not the one who's betraying the most. It's usually the Spank that's betraying 1-2 people at a time. But Spank's really locked in.
Trying to play more aggressive than he typically does, and the moment that happens, you're gonna get betrayals, especially with the way Spank and Viper tank, where they're weaving in and out.
Oh yeah, it definitely comes with the territory. Don't get me wrong. It's impressive to see, even with that high amount of betrayals, the amount of court pressure that they were able to put up. But that's natural when you look at a team with such a dominating tanking line. So again, I think that if they can keep Tez consistent, it might go 2-0. But I think that this is the game where we're going to see Doomsday play very much so aggressive now that their back's kind of on the wall.
All right, we're going to jump in here to game 2 of a potential 3-game series. We'll see.
Another important stat from last game, which we're about to see right now, is Scullin's team took away 8 out of 9 or 8 out of 10 of those opening tip-offs.
Oh, we got a crouch right away?
Maybe we're not already.
Good old Shrek. I wonder if the baby's crying and the wife is hollering.
Yeah. Hey man, I as a father myself of 93 kids and counting, I know what that's like. And Grifball's not worth it. I'll tell the kids at home that are thinking about having kids, and all of that good stuff. When the wife calls and says, "Hey, it's your turn with the baby," you better go, because Grifball is not nearly as important as missing those moments that seem to fly by every time you blink when your baby gets older and older. Sorry, let me stop rambling. As a dad, as a father of millennias at this point.
The dad of the season, you know.
Yeah, man. Sign me up. Give me the award. I want Steve to send me an ornament that just has a father on it with 93 kids.
I'm surprised you guys, no one else but me and Panther have gotten our stuff at this point. Like,
it's because Steve hates me. We made that very clear. He doesn't like me. It's my fault. Everything bad that happens to him is my fault.
Yeah, well, that's been a running joke for how long?
since fame and fortune put us on the same team 3 seasons ago.
Oh, I wonder how big of a delay we're gonna have here.
Time to use a sub. Call him trespass.
Yeah, I don't think they would do that at this point.
Oh.
I mean, who would you sub Shrek? Like, I mean, Spence is probably the best sub for Caliber, maybe even Mav.
For Shrek?
Yeah,
For Shrek?
for Shrek.
Is that legal?
I mean, you're both co-captains, so I mean, it would be on the captains at that
I
point.
always forget that Shrek is the co-captain of this team.
True. Well, I have to leave in 10 minutes. And then I won't be back for an hour.
True.
Well, I'm sure Shrek will come back, but I'm just saying skill-wise, I think that's the best fit. Would be either you or Mav for this team.
I've never been allowed to sub for people. Is this real? You think it's possible? Can we admin approve this?
I mean,
I'd love to play for people, dude. I'd love to big Al this and play for all.
it's like at this point, it's like you got to pick someone of similar skill. I mean, I think on the stat sheet, you guys are both S, unless I'm wrong.
Well, I don't know. The stats say that I'm like god tier.
I think you're the S plus currently. All right, it looks like Shrek's back. You can probably run it here, Rain.
Shrek hasn't played any games, but the stat sheet says that he's a B. But that wait, he has played a game.
Rain, are you alive?
No. Yeah, the stats are wrong. Don't trust the stats.
Okay, well, we'll see a reset as soon as Rain gets back here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need Rain to get back because unfortunately they're not gonna be waiting for the caster to come back. They're gonna be playing on their own time.
Well, the thing is, we're host, so it would have to be Rain.
What do you mean? Oh, he's gonna restart the game? That doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, he's lead.
Oh, there we go. Oh, a proper restart, right from the get. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it was a 0-0 game right now.
Yeah, it was at the very end. Let's.
Who actually won tip off?
They didn't even make
No
it
one?
that far.
That's so cool, dude.
Ball dropped.
My man.
Ball dropped. Ball dropped.
Well, we'll get it on the way as soon as Rain, which I'm sure he went to go check on the kids.
Sometimes.
Are we back? Are
Yeah,
we
we're back.
They
We've been
are
waiting on
ready
you.
for
Oh, all right.
Yeah, start it up.
What do you mean? I didn't see it
You
move.
have to
I've been
restart
watching the
round,
game.
restart
I've
the
been.
round. Restart the round.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and restart fresh as we get kicked off again for game 2 of this series. Hopefully these teams aren't ice cold, but we'll see who heats up the fastest.
They were killing the shit out of each other. I think we'll be fine. Boom. All Spence left. Okay. All right, we're gonna start on board with Skullin here, and let's see if red team will get a possession, which they do. I'm gonna see a quick
another very dominant. That's one thing that they've definitely honed in on in scrims, and you can kind of see that practice coming to life here for the side of Scullin's team, is just winning every tip off and almost a very dominant tash. And that one was a little chaotic, but definitely still pulled away the ball. Quick rotate, and they're gonna have Skullin at least anchor the ball for now. Quickly rotate into Tez that they get the most kills. Spank and Viper tag teaming this tanking line. Skullin kind of making the space, but we're doubling the wrong people here. We're leaving Silent Viper on an island. Spank kind of rotating to the flank, but again weaving in and out, still making huge pressure. Oh, a nasty trade from Skullin, but that kind of opens the door. Viper can get a couple kills here and let his team reset. I think they're just bully balling him at this point.
All right, we're gonna see red team here with his full Tez's full tanking line. I don't like the runaway into the corner.
I don't like turning my back on Shrek literally at all with a sword, but this leaves a one-on-one open runner. Oh, Viper. They put every trust in his hand, but getting outranged by Dylan. Dylan going for the quick snipe. Definitely not ever going to get fished on the plate like that. He is going to be the fisherman in that situation. But Dylan holding on to the ball for a little bit. We'll see if we see a rotation back to Deathcrawler, which we might see here on the
No, we're gonna see
respawn.
a
But for
launch,
now, a
which is gonna
huge
be
launch.
absolutely beautiful.
Send
Viper
him to the
swings
absolute
early.
moon room. That
That
was disgusting.
that
That's the
was
highest launch
dirty.
I've seen in a long time.
it was it was half court too. Like that was a good long high. Just wow. I am shook after seeing that. And we're gonna see Dylan get tip
That one was
off too.
brutal.
He's got the mojo after that.
Yeah, he's feeling it.
I think we're gonna
Don't
you
get too
got a little too
nice.
aggressive.
Smart throw out. Well, I thought for sure we were gonna see an aggressive. Let's go for 2 punches and get miffed here, but definitely a smart throw out on that plate. Able to get some trades,
Yep,
still
we're
making
gonna
up
see-
court pressure. We got a rotation going straight to plate. Let's see if Viper can hold on, but Viper's gonna play aggressive here and dash in and get that
Yep.
kill, easy free, and Skull cleaning it up. The boys are gonna push him back to their side.
Yeah, we're gonna see Death rotate here, right, with a great punch on Skullin and a toss away.
See, Spank thrust the wrong direction there. If Spank goes for closest to ball there and lets Tez go for the ball, I think that's a free turnover. But instead, it looks like Spank not too sure that Tez is going to be able to pick the ball up or fend that 1v1 off. So he's going to double and try to close out the plate, which gives Dylan back the ball carrying possession.
Oh goodness gracious, Dylan, what are we gonna have you do here?
Just hold the ball forever. Take a couple free punches from here and there. Tez is going to dash at him as per usual. Viper's kind of holding space. Spank doing a really good job actually of playing passive on defense and offense, but getting aggressive when it matters.
Oh.
Tez able to hold on for a little bit, but now that Shrek is up in the lineup, I think we're going to start to see a little bit of a roll here. Viper able to pin him down. It's just Death alive right here on the flank. Pop-Tart's trying to rotate over to help. Shrek's going to pick that ball up off spawn and kind of anchor it for a little bit, but obviously very quickly looking to turn that over and get his hammer back
We know
out.
that Shrek does not want to hold that ball at all.
Yeah,
And
not
we're
a
gonna see another
chance.
launch, which I think that one was rushed.
That one was horribly timed and definitely very predictable, especially when they have 2 people respawning. But hey, shit, if it works the first time, keep sending that shot until they block it every time.
Yeah, they also didn't lose possession off of that either. We're gonna have Shrek over there on the far end, alone in a corner with it appears to be Spank.
That's a throw coming for sure. That's a throw coming.
Yeah,
Never
it's a
mind.
throw
Holds
by
on to it a
Deathcrawler.
little bit too long.
100%
He gets
called.
absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, Death should have just hawked that immediately. Trust in Shrek on the plate at that point.
It's all Shrek from here. Live, laugh, Shrek.
Yep, we're gonna see Tez here back with possession with a full tanking line. I think, yeah, he's got his full tanking line up. We gotta see a tie, and we got 3 blue defenders here pressing.
You want to see more aggression there.
Yeah,
like
there
that's
was no
normally where you see
swords,
this
there
team
was-
pull the double sword. Yeah, exactly. That's usually where we see that, but they're just playing
Yeah,
so
I would
passive
expect
and
that
it's
like
painful.
Pop-Tart, Dylan, Shrek. I would expect to see two swords, especially with Tez running. Not the most experienced, especially in like these loaded kind of lobbies. We're gonna see it pass the skull in here for an easy chip score on plate.
I mean, again, you look at how that pass happened too. They played so passive there that they let Scullin walk to the plate for free, and then played passive while he was on the plate. They spawned, looked at him, backstepped a little bit, tried to dance with him. Like, we just don't have time for all of that. And you got to make that play. You got to get more aggressive. And if you're waiting for the pass, yeah, you can't have everybody waiting for the pass.
No, not against this team. Definitely not. You need to play way more aggressive. We're gonna see Dylan back and plate. He's gonna have 1 tank to beat, which he did, and it's an easy score for blue.
Like that. I definitely like that. That's the Dylan that we're used to seeing when it comes to that flank regression, and the quick-minded play and the throw from Deathcrawler was definitely suitable. I think we'd have a higher score if he would have done that with Shrek. But Dylan is known to win the 1v1 in that situation, and definitely showed us right there that he's very, very much capable of doing it on this team. I think we might see a quick whip in the. Oh, if Scullin goes to plate, I honestly think that Spank would have thrown that to him.
Yeah,
Even
but
in
I don't
triple
know
coverage,
if
I think he
Scullin's calling
throws
for
that.
it with Spank with the ball. I don't like this one-on-one here though with Dylan from Tez. We're gonna see a trust throw out of Tez to Viper.
That was crazy. Not only was that a crazy throw, but it was a backstep throw that lost all momentum as soon as it released.
We're gonna see Dylan probably. Oh, Viper misses the lunge.
He's
here.
taking that one. Oh yeah, he's taking that one. He's taking that one. Yeah, he's taking that one. This is the aggression that I mean, and this is where we start to see if they keep that aggression, they keep the foot on the gas here. I think this is a quick blowout, 5-1, and we move on to game 3.
Yeah, I am feeling that at this point, and I wonder if we're gonna see a roster change from Scullin if it does go to a 5-1 here. But we're gonna see.
No,
Dylan.
I don't see them changing rosters right now. I think if we were gonna see a roster change, it would have happened already. But I don't think that they're gonna swap Tez out of this lineup just yet, especially when Tez can help them keep that foot on the hold anchor wise or tanking pressure wise. But if Dylan keeps creating the space network, we haven't really even seen a lot of Shrek this time, but Shrek is obviously making his main play almost a sick betrayal, but somehow turns an almost betrayal into a double, able to clean up one more. He's gonna no shot.
He's gonna thrust the three of them, and they're gonna do nothing about it.
Dylan is playing Dylan ball right now.
Yeah,
this is the Dylan that you get when it's right, but it's the Dylan that you pay the credits for. This is the Dylan that you can get. They don't always get him every game, but now that he's activated and now that he's fired, this is
we're just gonna see Shrek scoop it, and that's a quick 5-1. We're going to a game 3 here.
Oh boy, love to see that.
Oof. I wonder what's going on in that team chat on Scullin's end right now.
Yeah, I'd pay money to hear that one. I'd pay money to hear that one, but we'll give the teams a quick minute to chat as we break down the scoreboards of that last one, just to get a quick. It was a quick game, but a little bit of insight from it. I mean, on the side of Operation Doomsday, you got Dylan going a flat even 0 KD with 20 and 20. You got Deathcrawler with a -2, Pop-Tart anchoring at a +5, and then Shrek doing 25 and 26. But again, there's a lot of damage coming out from this side and a lot of quick ball, and obviously from all the spam readies in the chat, they're ready to blow. They don't want to.
I think what it is that Shrek has to go. He is being summoned. Yeah, that game was paused. I think this shows the old time or the old stats. I think is what happened because of the reset in game.
Either way, we're not here to see the stats. We don't give a shit about the stats.
No,
we just want
to
see
get this game 3 and see who the hell comes out of this.
These teams are hot and they're ready to go. We're not. This is their game, so let's get started.
Here's the question. Do you think if they lose here, Scullin, are they going to go into their next series feeling like shit? Or you think they'll bounce back?
No, I think that they bounce back, especially when you look at the team that they're going against. If it's another high caliber team, yes, I think that they might go in a little bit shook. They might go in a little bit passive. But I think that this tanking pressure, if they can keep the spirits up, if they can keep the mindset up, I think they roll through the next team that they play with that added aggression of coming in razor hot, coming in with a chip on their shoulder, and being able to play dominant. You got a fresh roster change. You got Beast coming in for Tez, and we start to see a little bit more. But Viper is going crazy right now off the bat with a 4-piece, slamming this team, absolutely demolishing the line. And we want blood now. We want blood.
I think it was just a slow uptake on Tez getting the ball off of spawn that cost them a goal there. I think if Tez is there with the pressure, they score it.
I mean, Viper's fired up. You can tell. I mean, he's been yapping all week. He's been talking about how he's geared up. He's ready to go. He wants to play his matches. But now he's finally showing that level of aggression that we know him for. And he's somehow managing to tank with the team, which I think in a duo lockstep combination is going to be important. Almost saw a double sword there, which would have been super risky.
Around and gets a great punch. We're going to see all three red with Viper falling and Scullin, and they all...
Yeah, that's a risky thing from Tez. Like I think if you're a Scullin, you can pull that off.
Yeah.
But I think Tez took way too wide of an angle and took way too long, given that
I think
extra second for the
Spank got
spawners
those
to come
kills.
in.
He should have been in his pocket. We're gonna start seeing the double come out here on Dylan. We're gonna see Death in some trouble here with Viper and what appears to be Spank putting a lot of pressure here.
I like that double from the boys. Usually they let the straggler live a little bit too long, but I think they learned their lesson last time of, hey, we can't let anybody from this team on the flank ever at all for any amount of
Yeah,
time.
we're gonna
Which
see Shrek on the flank here
is
now.
yeah,
We're gonna see
good
Tez
quick
and Skull
cleanup.
go here for the double. Nope. Oh, they quickly took him. I could not see that they killed Shrek quite quickly there.
Oh yeah, they Shrek went for a little bit of an aggressive play that if it worked, it's a goal, but he kind of bumbled that one and got a quick 2v1 situation where they just slammed him and kept it moving.
Ooh, we're gonna see a lot of pressure from Red here. Dylan is pinned in this corner with Shrek leading the charge here. Dylan's gonna play this wall and play that fourth tank runner position with Skullin coming from behind and quickly dispatching that. We're seeing game one Spank's coach or life coaches. I don't know what happened last game, but we're seeing that dominant tanking out of pretty much every single of the lead tanks here.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that if they can, so if Skullin's team can kind of slow things down here, and start to get back to that form tanking line, I think we're seeing a lot of hyper aggression, but it's frantic at this point.
Yeah.
You look at Shrek. Shrek keeps doing his own thing. Right now, he's pushed all the way up mid court, even while Viper's free and alive on the plate. Obviously, works out for him that time because he just slams Skullin with the ball, who is more focused on punching death. But again, making quick works out of that. Skullin and Viper quickly separating the defense. A mid game throw out, but we still got one on plate. Dylan trying to take up space as he does, but they're sending two at him. They're not letting anybody on this flank at all whatsoever. They know what this does. They know how this goes. I would be surprised. Yeah, Shrek's on the free flank right now. He's running straight to plate as he pushes there. We got two spawners, Viper and Skullin both trying to chase him down, but that takes two pressures off the up court. Dylan kind of not tanking with the team right now. Spank staying alive, taking space.
Spank was
able to
the
get a couple
hero
kills
of that
there.
play. Right there.
Oh, for
he
sure.
stood there, treat. He killed two tanks while they dispatched Shrek in the back. I think that's pretty much what they need out of Spank here. He needs to be just that anchor in the middle while they dispatch the roundabouts.
I mean, and that's what I've been giving him credit for all night. He's been playing like that consistently every push. We're not seeing the Spank that just holds forward and rapid dashes into teams. He's playing with his other tanks. He's playing support. He's playing the I'll play aggro when you need me to, but if not, I'm going to lock down and hold this so we don't lose too much space, or we gain more space by me standing here. That's a nice cleanup by Tez too. Good hammer on that, because if they sneak that through there, that's a whole different play.
My thing is, why is I would have thought they would have just kept with the Dylan running. Death held on to it way too long there, I think.
I also think that the greatest part about this game is that I think Spank is showing out because he has a special guest in the chat. His girl is actually in the chat watching right now, and I think that's why we're seeing the best game out of Spank that we've seen so far. So shout out to Spank's girl for holding it down and joining the chat. She's a real one.
Oh, definitely a real one. When you got the girl that comes in and watches the Griff, that's a real one.
Yeah, I only got my mom that does that for me, so shout out to her.
You're gonna see a lot of pressure here come out from red team, but blue team has both of their lead tanks up. Dylan's dead. Pop-Tart waiting on a Shrek who's not playing. No, he was just really slow up on the uptake there. You're gonna see two blue tanks fall and a lot of pressure here. All three red tanks up. Taz goes for I would like him to play a little bit more passive there. Death isn't gonna miss many punches.
Yeah, no, definitely not there. But again, making quick work out of the flank. This team is being super aggressive with taking care of the flank, and I love that for them. And you can already see that it's definitely slowed down Operation Doomsday on their ability to create that space. Last time they rolled them because they were completely unchecked. Dylan was unchecked, and Pop was didn't even have to be a factor. He just kind of had to guide the runner in. Oh, I'm seeing some unstable packet loss. I don't know about that one, but hopefully they're not feeling that too much.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of lag here come out from some of them. Gonna see Dylan on the flank. They need to take him out. There we go. Good job, Viper. I'm gonna see Death go for a risky.
Oh,
punch.
Tez with the hammer stop. We like that. We like that. Tez kind of reclaiming that spot. Spank cleaning up the free kill on the back end, holding that line. Come on.
All right, we're gonna see Tez take back control here with Viper up on the right. Pop-Tart is chasing him down, but
Yeah, I think the only thing that this team is not doing, I should say, that we've seen in the other two games is that team tanking. Viper is going back to his roots of being that outside guy, and it's kind of hurting some of these pushes. Again, another crossover on plate that could have got easily collapsed on, but able to make that space, get a little bit of
well,
distance,
I would
get
trust
some trades.
Scullen more on the crossover than I'm going to trust Tez.
Well, especially when Operation Doomsday isn't pulling Sword. We've seen Sword twice out of this team compared to the usual where they have at least 2 players on here.
Yeah, we're seeing Dylan finally pull a sword here, but I would like to see it way sooner. We're going to see Viper having a lot of pressure on plate, with Scullen's holding down mid. They're just kind of leaving Viper back there. They're just like, he's just going to tree there. He's not really going for kills.
Viper gonna anchor this down. I think that's Pop-Tart on him and not Dylan. Or maybe it was Dylan.
No, it was
but
Dylan and Pop-Tart
Viper
at
and
one
Spank
point.
easily closing. Spank cleaning up the kills. Spank with a
We're gonna see a
triple,
little
leaving the
pass,
plate open.
and Spank
Is that
gets
Spank on
rewarded
the
for it.
score? Yeah, shout out to Spank. He did it. He
Spank
knows
makes
it.
great
He did it
plays
for,
right there.
that one's for the girl. Take that home with you, Spank. I hope she doesn't get to tell you that you're trash after this, but you gotta choke up and not lose.
We're gonna see blue team get one of the very few tip-offs here. We're gonna see Dylan back with the rock though. I know that's what Lux is calling for. Give that man the rock, because he put in work in game 2. Just good punches, holding on the ball, playing great flank, and
Ew.
it works.
It's slamming, absolutely slamming that. So again, a swift 1-1 turnaround, but again, these rounds are going back and forth, and that's what we want to see out of a 3 game in a series. So hopefully they can keep it together. I like to see that aggression coming back out of the side of that. I like seeing Dylan hold the ball, but again, if Dylan holds the ball, that takes away some of that aggression that we got. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So Death has to step up and not be so much of the tree. Shrek right now doing the Lord's work cleaning up the flank, but Viper able to take him down. Spank there for the double in case that doesn't go through. Another good team tank as they're able to scoop the ball up, take it away, get another kill. Tez is upfield though, so we're going to see Scullen hold on to this ball
we're
for
gonna
a
see
little bit.
Scullen here with Tez upfield and Viper and Spank in front of him. Tez is pulling Pop-Tart and ties Pop-Tart, so that was good from him being up court. We're gonna see a handoff, a risky in front of plate.
Yeah, give each other a little smooch right there in front of the plate, which is, I mean, they had the up-court pressure, so they weren't really in too much danger, but God forbid they have a sword out anywhere in the vicinity, and that's a free take.
Yeah, it's a bad habit that a lot of people in this league do, of not knowing when to hand off and when is safe.
I mean, for you, I feel like that's your personal feast. you're eating a good buffet when you see teams run that against you, and especially the teams that you play on with that many swords. It's one of those scenarios where if you know, and this team seems to get lucky that Operation Doomsday is just in the not know circle of a risky pass out right there.
Yeah, we're gonna see
and a quick
them take
yeah,
advantage
that's
of it.
free. That's free. That's one of the slap that they're going to review in the tape after this game, and that is not one that you want to write home about at all.
I think Tez just needs to hold it, and if he dies, his tanks refrag off of that. That was just it was a lame duck. It barely went anywhere. This is 3 back-to-back tip-offs now that blue team has just completely dominated. We're gonna see Death on plate with 3 tanks around him. We're gonna see Dylan back with the rock. He's playing a little aggressive, being no shields there. We're gonna see him.
I mean,
reset
low-key
behind
Shrek
his
gets
tanking
one more
line.
kill, and that's a score. But luckily able to hold on to it. Spank doing a good job of anchoring. Tez chasing. Who's that? Death in the corner,
yep.
getting free fed. Viper not knowing where to go. He's got 2 tanks collapsing. Death playing aggressive here, which we like to see with a quick double. Dylan right behind him. And yeah, that's again, we want to see that aggression. That is what we need to see. And every time they do that, they score on this team. So now the boys on Spank's team or on Scullen's team have to get it together and lock in those comms, because this is the part where they start to fall apart, and we can't have that right now.
Yep.
If you are on that team.
We're gonna see yet again Blue take another tip off of them. We're gonna see
It's just
Pop-Tart
crazy
hold
when
on
we
the
look at
ball.
the analysis. When we look at the analysis from first game, where they went 8 for 10 on tip-offs. Second game, it was like I would say like a 50-50 split. even though it was a dominant performance from Operation Doomsday, and now it's just a full sweep by Operation Doomsday on these tip-offs, retaining the ball, holding on to it, keeping their lives alive, but Skullin with a nasty deflection, able to keep
Yep.
it alive and get the punch on top of it, and still keep space for the
And they're gonna
reset.
daisy
They're
chain
playing
it back.
hot potato
Skullen's
with
still alive.
Yeah.
He pulled I got a betrayal on a double.
See, that's one of those times though where
That's-
having that dedicated runner does not pay off because you spend so much time playing hot potato. You lost the push. You pushed sloppy on top of that. Tez, I have no idea where he was going with that or why he thought he could take 1v3. Gets cleaned up immediately, and they just hand the ball back.
Yep, and we're gonna see Dylan regain possession here of the ball. He's again immediately baiting in those swings. He wants to go for these punches. He wants to be aggressive, which is, I think he is the leading force. When Death is running, he's way more passive. He doesn't want to lose possession. But the moment, that's a not good.
Oh,
Shrek saved it.
I mean,
that was
not
a bad
a
pass.
good pass, but Shrek is so dominant on the plate right there. You got Dylan on the opposite side. You got Pop-Tart pushing up. They're just walking through this team right now.
All right, we're gonna see blue team yet again come away. Dylan's been in the middle on almost all of these.
Oh my God.
I don't like that jump from Tez. That just
Oh my God.
that right there is gonna be a review, and Skullen's gonna look at that. It's like, why are you hammer jumping off spawn?
Oh boy, that's frustration city for this team, and you hate to see it because this team comes out so hot all of the time, and they always go through this. And I know that they watch this in tapes because I've sit there and I watch them review it. But like, there's only so much you can do when you make the same mistakes over and over again. When you choke, when you get to that 1v3 situation or 3-1 situation, I should say, on the scoreboard, and you just can't get it together. You fumble. Everybody is, kind of doing their own thing, and then you just get rolled through by a team that's getting hot. So unfortunate to see a takeaway, but great not taking away anything on the side of Operation Doomsday, who flopped the first game, but then came back hot and just started rolling. So
All right, we want to see if we can pull maybe a Death, a Dylan in here.
yeah, absolutely. We'd love to get an interview with the Captain Death if you're around, and in the possibility for a stream, bring that in here, and we'd love to get the post game interview while Scullin and the boys obviously have a game in another 20 25ish
I think
minutes.
they need
We're
to
gonna see
have some
them.
conversations.
Yeah, but they're going to have to chat it up. So we're not going to try to pull them for an interview. Let's look on the side of Operation Doomsday. So if anybody's in the chat right now or in the stream, go ahead and hop in to the comms and we will drag you up here. Oh man, the whole announcer board is wrong though. Everyone predicted a 3-0 Skull or a 3-game Skull sweep, but that just did not turn out like that. Unfortunate to see.
No, I mean, spanking them and sculling them, they came out so hot. Like that first game was so good from them. They team tanked. I'm not sure what part fell apart for them, or if it was just the overwhelming aggression out of Dylan and Shrek that just was a turning point.
I think it's it's a two-way street, right? So when you get hot and then you get rolled for game 2, and then you're like, okay, let's get our footing, let's get our grounding. We know the mistakes that we can't make, and you immediately start off your first game or your third game not only getting launched on, but immediately making all of those same mistakes. That's when that anger comes in. That's when people start to tilt. That's when people start to make shitty calls, and it's less about what are we calling out as a team and more so calling out, well, this person isn't doing this, or we're just scrambling and everybody's kind of calling out their own shots. It becomes that discombobulated mess, which unfortunately, when it comes to Skullin's team, we've seen that happen to them 3 games in a row now. Like, yes, they've still taken away some wins, but do the wins matter when you're down and you're down 3-1 or you're down 4-1? Can you come back and bring it back, or are you just chalked mentally and waiting for the next game?
Yeah, that's something they're gonna have to look for, because I want to say a lot of their team, like Spank and Viper, are very, if they're tilted, it's gonna go downhill. All right. Let's see. Well,
Like,
Death-
I would
I know
like to
Dylan
say
would
that
come in, but can we trust him on stream? That is the question.
I think the funniest part about this is being in a server and watching Shrek actively taunt this team is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, Viper says it himself. They beat themselves. If they kept that flame from game one and kept playing like that and didn't have those silly mistakes on plate, that cost them a lot of goals.
That's the story of this team, though. That's what's lost them almost every game. They're not getting beaten badly. They just beat themselves up badly. They make bad decisions. I mean, jumping on plate when it's an easy hold your ground. It's not like why are we jumping?
Yeah, why are we hammer jumping there? I saw that and my hands went to my head.
Immediately chalked.
It was like,
Immediately
ooh.
chalked.
But I can't say much. I've made those mistakes. Like thinking that that's the play. It's like maybe Hythe come down with a sword. Well, it looks like we're gonna get a Shrek interview. All right, I'll drag him in. Oh, we got Death. Here is. Oh. Here's Shrek. All right, boys. Which one of you wants to go first?
Oh. Shrek can go first. He has to go.
Okay.
And I'm going to the bathroom.
Hang on. How do you put Discord mobile on speakerphone? Anyone know?
Let me look.
Yeah, so look in the top right. You should see like a little microphone thing. You click that and you switch it to speaker audio.
I do not see that. The hell? Whatever, it's all good.
If you're on mobile, you should be able to click your if you pull up this chat, you should be able to click yourself too and change your audio settings.
Let me try that.
While he's getting teed up, Death as
Okay.
as somebody who swept, a lot of the judges panel ourselves. I mean, we got to walk back some of our words. A lot of people thought since you guys maybe haven't played the most, a lot of you guys were out at the LAN tournament, haven't done a lot of scrimming or anything like that. Thought that this was going to be a push on the side of Scullin. How do you feel about that game, and what do you kind of think were the highlights on how you guys were able to wrap it up and come back and reverse sweep that?
The biggest thing was we didn't lose our heads after losing that first game. We felt like we had a shot in that first game. We just kind of were calibrating to this team and weren't quite in the headspace we needed to be. Weren't quite figuring out what to do to counter their play style. And then by that second game, honestly, what was the game-changing difference was Dylan really had to pee, and he's like, "I'm gonna hold it in, guys." And when he held it in, that's nature's limitless pill, and it just got him. It got him in the game. You saw that he went I don't know, he went +3 or something, as compared to going negative -10 or whatever in the first game.
Yeah, I think it was -15.
We've also talked about the strength of retaining, right? It's all about retaining, and he definitely retained for sure, and it unlocked that inner potential.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. And so he was playing well, but we also just talked about it. We went through a game. It was kind of rough that first game. We're like, okay, guys, some things aren't working. Our play style is not working right now. How do we play together? Something we talked about, Shrek was like, hey, he kept calling for play slow, and when we called out play slow, what he really meant was don't fucking die. But instead, we were just giving up a bunch of space and kind of backing up too much, and actually just playing really slow. And instead, we just kind of switched up. Hey, when we're making this call out, it means don't die. It's a small change in verbiage, but it's enough to make the pushes not fall apart, or the defense not fall apart.
For sure.
And then we talked a lot about tip-offs, because we lost, I think, almost every tip-off in that first game.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of tilting us because it was like they would get the ball and then hold on to it for so fucking long, you know. And at that point, it's like, man, it just really like takes the wind out of our sails when you have to wait that long to get the ball back again.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, we even in the announcers booth, we kind of talked about it a little bit, and there was a very very obvious click between what you were just talking about playing passive or just playing not to die, and then the immediate aggression that rolled over in games 1 and 2, where it was you're not dying, and obviously you're playing to keep yourself alive as long as possible, but there was a lot more aggression that came out of your side. So Death or Shrek, I'm gonna say, what is it that made you see that, hey, we got to step up, we got to play more aggressive, and how do you think you guys were able to take back so much space on that?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that stood out to me was they would get the ball, they would have the ball forever, they'd finally get a push going, and then our entire team proceeded to just stand maybe, I don't know, 1 foot, 1 square past the plate, and we just kind of stand there and wait for them to do what they wanted to do. So I feel like on defense, especially, just getting a bit more aggressive whenever they're trying to push in helped us out a lot, and obviously on the tip-offs as well. Game 1, we just got railed on the tip-offs, and so game 2, kind of switched it up. Dylan was still going first. I was following immediately behind with a thrust and a swing, but I mean, he basically secured the ball every time off tip-off.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You kind of see that reflected in the stats. So in game 1, you guys lost 8 out of 10 of those tip-offs. You guys pulled away with 2 of them and then immediately turned the ball over. Game 2, you guys won 7 or what was it, 5 of 6 tip-offs?
Yep.
Because it was a 5-1. And then game 3 was just a massacre on your guys' end.
Domination.
You guys absolutely put the belt to ass, as a lot of people would say. So when it comes to your guys'
As you would say.
lineup, yeah, sorry, as I would say, just me specifically. How do you guys feel about? Obviously, you've played your games before this, run trespass. What do you think that the addition of being able to run Dylan kind of does for your ability to stretch the court and run the floor?
I'll speak to this, and then I got to go. So honestly, I kind of knew going into this that we were going to be underdogs because we hadn't played much together. Having to use our 5th and 6th in every game we played so far. I knew that the first game was going to be rough. We just had to get it together, get a little bit more cohesion going in game 2 and 3. And I'm just saying, this is a taste of what you're going to see the rest of the season. Keep your eyes peeled. This squad is nasty. So that's all I have to say. I got a dip. I got a baby to take care of. Love you all. Goodbye.
Yeah, man.
Hey, buddy.
Rest in peace, Father Shrek. Death, would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think about this team. I think about my team, right? This is a unique composition of guys that are kind of. We don't have initiative roles, you know. We're gonna lose that first that first action. You know, they're gonna get to go first. So I think about it like I got to get my team. It's like an engine they got to get going, you know, and that's kind of mostly gonna happen with like scrims beforehand or like games beforehand to warm up. And just like getting the energy up. I think like Dylan is kind of there. He needs like 2 games in first before he's kind of there. And honestly, just staying in practice. If we can stay in practice and play a few games every week, or play a few nights of games every week, I'm sure it'll keep us in shape. But that's kind of how I look at it. And yeah, so we haven't played much as a team. We played like 2 nights of scrims up until this point. If we can try to do 1 or 2 nights of scrims every week leading into playoffs, I think we'll be in much better shape.
No, I think practice is what you guys need at this point. Because
yeah,
Dylan's like a turbo.
And as a
Once he
team.
kicks in, he's gone. He's going.
Yeah, that's definitely how I'm looking at it. And also, just like most of the battle is me getting everybody on at the same time. Like it could be kind of tough. And also on my end, so like I just gotta like hound everybody and also pay attention and make sure that I'm available. So I mean, we have a couple guys with somewhat spotty schedules, but you know they definitely try to make time for stuff. Sometimes it doesn't line up. So that's most of the battle right there.
I mean, it definitely goes to show that you definitely don't have to be the team that scrims the most to know the most, and you guys have a lot of highlighted IQ on this team. And now that you kind of have showcased that tonight, I think you guys are definitely going to be a team to watch. So GG's, congrats on the win, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
I appreciate it. And one question, because I assume Rebs, you probably pay attention. What is Skull and what games has he won or lost so far? Have they won any?
They have won one series. They've won, I think, 3 games now, right?
Yeah. So
No.
the series that who they beat in the series that they won, I
was
forget.
their first win.
Okay, but they played Hells and another one and lost them, I think.
They lost to Incot 2-0-2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, anyways, I was just trying to power scale a little bit. All right, well, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for streaming.
Yep.
Yeah,
Have a
man.
good night.
You too.
Yeah, that was Skull and them's first win of the season. Game 1.
Crazy how that happens. But yeah, I mean, again, Viper kind of highlighted this in chat, is just, you know, they beat themselves. I think that we would have seen a lot different of a game. Obviously, you know, again, no doubt to the Deathcrawler, the Shrek side of things when it comes to the aggression, the level of court awareness that was played, the absolute tanking and ability to stay alive from Pop-Tart, from Deathcrawler on that defensive side. But once they kind of hit full cylinder, they were gone. But I mean, you look at how many mistakes got made towards the end of the series, as we see so commonly with Scullin's team, and it's just the ongoing of what to tighten up regardless of where our mindset is, whether we're up, whether we're down. What do we do to have to lock in and kind of make every round seem like a fresh round? And I think that, you know, hopefully that's what they're discussing right now.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of their mistakes are out of the young runners. Because you got Tez, this is his 3rd season at this point. Grifball, I think this is his 2nd season. And it's like tossing your runner to the wolves in the way these teams are set up.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge, but it's also one of the things that can make or break. I mean, we've seen a lot of breakouts so far this season. I mean, you look at a Jolly, and granted, you know, his roster is stacked when you look at the Hells team, but Jolly is able to absorb that knowledge from all of these veterans that he's playing with. You see it in his gameplay, you see it in the way that they're able to develop. So hopefully a lot of these younger runners are able to get that same mentality and that same learning from their captains and from the people that they're playing with, because I can't think of, you know, any of the teams in this league that are truly bad. There's just obviously a very noticeable power scaling difference. So, you know, hopefully they give Tez the ability and Grifball the ability to develop. Obviously, this is a new game and a new series that they're going into with Grifball running the ball, so we'll see kind of a different style of gameplay out of them. But again, either way, as they move into the season, we get closer to the playoffs round. They definitely have to tighten that up and figure out, you know, what they're going to do.
Taking series at this point, because now they're down 2 series, and that leaves them what's it, 7 games, so 5 series left. So they
I think so. So they have to take down. So your second team, right? I don't think they
Both
played
my
your.
teams.
Yeah, they haven't played either of your teams. They haven't played my team, so that's 3 games right there. And I think that should be it. I think they've played. I think this is one of the teams that's played the most actually of their games. So
See, it
I
doesn't
think that
show that
they're on the ladder.
the thing though.
Oh, does it not?
No, so it looks like they have to play Devio's team, which is my team, my other team. They still have to play Hells. They still have to play me, my real team. And they're playing Avenger tonight.
Oh yes, I guess that's off. Yep. So that's off the radar. So yeah, this next game is going to be monumental for them on if they can, you know, kind of anchor down and start to take up most of that space, and really put a win on the board, because they need that desperately at this point.
That they do.
But moving off of that game and moving into our newer game, what are you? So when you look at the roster of Mystical Novice, Rage, Avenger, and Mungo, what do you see here that kind of, what do you think we're going to see out of them What do you think that they can work on? What do you think they're looking for? Give us kind of your thoughts on what you think about that team.
That team is going to hinge on their fourth fully. If it's Mungo, Mungo needs to be that tank, that scary tank we know he can do, where he just rattles off 4 or 5 kills in a row and then they're on plate. If Mungo doesn't do that, I see Spank, Skullin, and Viper just eating them alive.
Yep. I think another thing that we're gonna have to be super cautious of here too is I think that the sword play might actually sneak through on this team because this is one team that doesn't care about getting out tanked. Rage is gonna run a sword. That's just what he does, and
I don't
you're
know.
gonna
Rage
see
has been
eventually.
hammer tanking a lot lately, especially in like the sweaty customs. He's been
He
using
has,
that
but like
hammer way more often.
that's in the sweaty customs, and yeah, he's working on his hammer, but his sword is out. I'm gonna say at least it's a 50-50 toss up at this point of sword versus hammer, and he's the one that's gonna jump straight over your head and lunge that runner, which we just saw Tez had a massive problem with, and I think Grifpiece is going to be the same. I think he's going to have a massive problem of keeping his head on the swivel and relying too heavily on that tanking line to get everybody, that he's not going to see the swords that sneak through. And Avenger loves to play in the air. He loves the hammer jump. He loves the hammer tank. Novice is a filthy sword. Plays one of the most passive yet aggressive games that we've seen so far in the league, and has a very, very style. So the fact that he's about to, they're about to play another, yeah, they're going to tank him into the ground, but yeah, they also can get really cheeky one-off scores on him. I just hope we don't see this team tilt out.
Yeah, that Spank might tilt out if we see a lot of swords.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be something, and we got 4 minutes to the tip off to see. But what are your should I assume that pre-game predictions are gonna go with a quick 2-0 on the side of Skullin?
I'm gonna say it's still gonna be Skullin, but it's gonna be 2-1. I think what you were saying. I think that Avengers team can rattle off enough defensive scores to take one off with the boys. So I think that we're going to see a lot of swords, and if they don't rally to it, that Rage will literally pick your pocket and score four goals if he has to. Novice will pick their pocket. It's going to hinge on
for sure.
the young
For
runner.
sure.
Again,
Yeah.
Griff Beast, it's going to be blood in the water. The boys are going to see him run it, and they're going to be like,
Yeah, immediately. Immediately it's gonna be an instant target. But I one thing that I want to see out of Skullin's team is this is the game where they say, okay, we got hot, we got tilted. I mean, they're tilting a little bit in the chats right now, which makes it even worse. And Shrek is stirring that pot and making it even more likely for this game to go to run into a 3-game series. But if they can ground themselves, take a deep breath, take a step back, realize that this is a fresh series, I think that we see a 2-0 here. But like we're talking about, I think they're still a little too hot temper headed right now. And I think that we're going to start to see a lot of the shaky, like PTSD cracks that might squeak out a 1-game win for Avenger and the boys here. But I'm gonna stay solid and say that Skullin and the boys are going to lock in and go 2-0 here.
I mean, it's going to hinge on the mentality of Skullin and the boys going into this game. I really do wonder where Spank's head is at right now. That's the biggest
It's in shambles.
thing.
It's in shambles. Shrek is living rent free inside of it right now. I'm actively watching this unfold in the chat. It's it's concerning. So I think that as a captain on that team, I think that Viper and Skullin gotta yeah, they gotta lock him in.
All right, we got 2 minutes. Let's probably start getting this team in. Oh, it looks like they're scrimming. Oh, it looks like we might see a big owl in, because I'm not seeing Mungo on unless he's hiding. Yeah, I'm seeing an Avenger, Novice, Big Owl, and Rage line up right now. I don't know how I feel like that. It's like, so Owl's gonna run, obviously. but does that change anything?
I mean, yeah, I think it really does, because I think that if you have, so it's the same situation that we just talked about with Scullin's team, right? If you run Mungo in the lineup, you have a dominant tanking line, but then you play hot potato as to who's going to run the ball, and you start to take away from that same tanking line. So your defense goes up tanking wise, but your ability to move the ball goes down, because you on this team, unfortunately, they have to have Rage, Avenger, and Novice all tanking in order for them to get anywhere on the court.
Yeah.
Anywhere on the court. So, I think that we might see the Novice strat where he just takes over the ball and says, "Let me run, and I'll be the fourth tank by myself with the ball in hand," which he very much could do. But the biggest thing is going to be, how are they going to lock in, and if they can keep their fourth under wraps. Which, if they run Big Al has to play passive. He's got to wait because this team's going to press him. They're going to play aggressive. They're going to send Viper on the flank, and they can't let Big Al get caught in a situation where he's 1v1 on the flank.
Yeah, no, I agree fully. But I mean, in the Sweat Customs, we saw Big Al tank in like Cosmos. Like they rallied behind Big Al, and he tanked in like 3
Dude, he's
goals.
good. Big Al is heavily slept on. He was the most used sub ever in whether it was pro, AMI, it doesn't matter. Big Al was the go-to sub because he can fit into any team tanking strategy. He can flow well with any team. He's a great dude on top of it, and he knows how to play Grifball. It's just sometimes that hammer gets the best of him and he drops a -40, and that's the risk that you run with putting Al in the game. But I mean, if you can get him to stay any somewhat positive, he's going to run the ball. He can get the nasty punches. I've seen him do it multiple times. I played on a team with him, Cosmos, Chem, and myself, and he gets plenty of punches. So it just depends on if this team can not only allow him to take space and get the punches he needs while not being in a 3v1 situation constantly, and can they take up the space on the court and hold off the defensive pressure.
No, I agree. I think this does maybe change my prediction, and I think the boys take 2 in a row. Let's go into them. I think not having that extra tanking power with Mungo, even though you lose out on a dedicated runner, is going to hurt them. So I think that lineup makes me change. All right, we got any predictions in chat? What do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen? Who do we have winning? We have Avenger, Rage, Novice, and Big Al versus Skullin, Grifbeast, Spank, and Viper. I'm sure Puppy's is gonna go for her brother if she's still around.
Shout out to Puppies for not signing up. I don't know why. She's one of the best tanks of all time. Gassing her up because she didn't play. I don't care how busy her schedule is. She should have played. That's on you, dog. Especially because I heard she's part of the new Land God team. So, like, what's going on here?
you got a dude F you. And Aware says Skullin teams destroys Avengers these games 5-1, 5-0.
Is that Aware's in the chat, Mr. Worldwide?
Yeah.
Mr. International Ping? Dude, I love Aware. He's one of the funniest Grifballers I've played with. I love his consistency. I love the fact that, like, if I was international and I had to play on that ping, I get mad when I have to play on like 40 ping. I start tweaking out. And this man is playing on like 600 ping, still putting up numbers, and found himself on one of the best teams in the league. So shout out to Aware. He's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. He put me in my place twice. On both my teams.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
All right. Well, I sent a Venture in them invites, so we're just...
Yeah, they're sweated out. They're getting every last drop. They'll milk it out. They'll probably get another 2 minutes in, but
I mean, do we start taking the Skullins to start taking goal if they're not here on time?
dude, I hope they start collecting. That'd be crazy. No, I don't ever want to see that for any team unless it's against Hell's team. And honestly, Hell's team would probably take that as a challenge, and then five whatever the goal allotment was
100%.
immediately after that. So it'd be retroactive, I think, at that point. But to be fair, we did get confirmation last stream that if any team goes 5-4 with that team, that they have to quit. They have to quit the season. They got to hang up the boots and they got to just retire from the league.
I
For
mean,
Hells,
I'm trying to think. Is there a team that could go 5-4 with them?
your new team, I guarantee it. With I mean, between you, BCN, Sab, and who's the
Epic
Griff
is the
or
winner.
not Griff Beast, Epic Beast. I think that you guys showcased a lot of talent. I think that is a team that could go 5-4. Shit, I know my team could go 5-4. I'm confident in our ability. I think we got to
You
warm up a
think
little bit more.
Wemby holds in there on that
Dude,
pressure?
Wemby's the goat. Wemby doesn't get enough credit. People are putting too much disrespect on my goat's name, but you got to realize that when they got strong bloodlines and stock in the Lux family. So they've had a lot of one-on-one tape sessions. They've had a lot of breakdowns, and we have basically two coaches on our team between Solus and Lux who have had a lot of experience. So I got faith in my team. I'm going to playoffs. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says.
All right, we're gonna see the opposing team start to gather here. We're just missing what appears to be Avenger and Rage, I would assume. I would hope.
Yep.
Unless we see a sub, because I never know when Rage is available. But I think he's sick, so. So they should definitely be trying to get games
Rage
in.
is sick?
Rage, yeah, Rage is like ill. You think he has the flu? Like yesterday in comms when we were doing Sweat League, he was like,
He's playing
like,
ice cold? Yeah.
dead. All right. Yeah, we're just missing a few people. I'll send Avenger another invite. There's Rage. Yep, we just need Avenger at this point. All right, kiddies. You can't start the fighting now. You can't just. Okay, come on. My desk is being taken over now. All right. Still just waiting on Avenger. I'm sure he went to go pee or something.
What
I'm
is
sure.
the best flavor of Oreo?
The best flavor of Oreo? That's a tough choice. I personally enjoy the peanut butter. Those are my favorite, but I'm a peanut butter fiend.
My God, I knew we were gonna be best friends. The peanut butter ones by far are the best Oreo, hands down.
Like anything peanut butter, and I'm in. Wait, why is Kim here?
He's the new Avenger.
He's the new adventurer. Okay, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna allow that one.
This is the team that should have been.
We're just sticking with the theme of having 80 million observers. Honestly, think about it. I don't think I've seen issues with spawns tonight.
Nah, I think obviously there's definitely games where it affects it and it matters, but I think that people are putting too much emphasis on the spawn side of things and just not playing the game enough.
I'm getting from a skull and of a boot chemical, so that'd be on you, Mr.
They're hot after last game. They don't want no extra bodies in here. They just want smoke. Sorry, Cam, love you.
Where is Avenger at this point? That man is lost. We got to thank you from Skullin. You're welcome, Skullin. We understand. I understand not having the bodies. It's a tilting factor of having extra people in the lobby. All right. Still just I'm gonna spam some more invites at Avenger here. No, throw on a little random Mario Donald here, so there's something in the background.
Yeah, people got stuff to do. We gotta get going.
Yeah, we're starting to get. This game was late in general at 9 or
We're getting
10.
booed in the chat. Oh no, God no.
Who's getting booed in the chat?
Well, I thought you said we were getting booze.
No. I didn't even play it. Here we go. Still, it's like, where is Avenger?
I don't know how he just scrimmed that whole time for like. They just got out of a scrim, so I know he's around. We're gonna give him an extra 5 minutes for Cosmos to load onto his account.
Mess with the settings again, yeah. You got places to be. People need to eat. People gotta do other things.
Oh, brother, my wife is mad, so I I gotta go. Hell yeah, Viper, take those goals. Take those goals.
That's what we like to see. Living up to the rules. Which technically doesn't start until 15 minutes, I think, right?
Yeah, it's 50, maybe that was the old rules, but I know that used to be for sure a thing. That it was after the 15-minute mark. That it was isn't it every like 2 minutes they get a goal, or
Mhm.
every 5 minutes or some shit? Okay.
It's something. Let's see.
Yeah, Viper's playing no game. I genuinely think Viper's gonna go cataclysmic this game. I think we're gonna see a plus 20, plus 25 game from him. I think Skullen's gonna go cataclysmic. I think Spank is gonna do his normal where he there with him around like the plus 10 range. I think that this might actually be a bloodbath, so we will see.
Nope, this rule is 10 minutes, so they can start taking goals every 2 minutes, technically. Per the rules. Fine.
Yeah, Avenger got the pregame shakes,
Yeah,
so he's on the way.
sometimes it happens, you know. Those nervous shits. Heck, against who they were scrimming, I would have had more shakes there.
To Spank's woman, if you're still in the chat, I need you to give your man's a pep talk. Tell him to pull his head out of his ass and play like he knows he is. That is my father. So it's nice to meet you, to my new potential mother. Please tell Dad to get his head in the game. We gotta lock in.
That whole tree of relationships of who's dad.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Spank wanted.
lost.
Yes, Spank wanted me to give a family tree breakdown because it's confusing.
Well, we
And
got
it's
the time.
confusing because everybody is everybody's father somehow, but I'm the only kid, kind of, question mark? I don't know. So, Spanklin, oh, I almost dropped his government name on the stream. That's probably not good. He is the bloodletter of the tree. He's the one who started the tree. And apparently, Shrek was his son at one point. After last game, I think the rules have been reversed. I think that he's now Shrek's son. I'm not sure how that works, but also Cosmos is in the family tree, and that shit is crazy because that would make our tree way too OP. But whose father and whose son he is, I don't know. Long story short, none of us have a mom, so I think that's why we all have issues. So I think that's a problem for another time. But as far as I know, the people in the tree are myself, Spank, Cosmos, Shrek, and then Panther Lily is like the redheaded stepchild that we don't really talk about, but apparently he was sunned at one point. And then I don't know after that. That shit is crazy.
All right, Spank says Cosmos is Shrek's son, so he's my grandson.
Oh, Cosmos. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the lore is wild. It's definitely something that you should never waste time IRL speaking about, because there's other things to talk about, like why is he bad? Why have you guys not come down for dinner yet? Because I only live like 30 minutes away from you guys. There's multiple other things to talk about, but we'll get into that later when it poses to you inevitably. So we're all good. Master Squire is Cosmos' son. That actually tracks. That makes sense. This all makes sense. We're all good. Avengers finally joined the game so I can stop yapping on the stream.
We can
This is
finally
great.
get this rolling.
We can finally do what everybody's actually here for. So let us we're gonna get a quick ready check now that everybody's in the game, and then we're gonna get started.
Yeah. The late night games peaking. We're peaking at 19 viewers for this series going in.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing what I used to do, which is if we reach certain viewer marks, I'm gonna start raffling off $50. So I think for our next stream, if we can get it up to 30 viewers in the channel, then I'm gonna fill off 50 rain bucks via me to you, either Cash App, Venmo, your favorite eatery places, or if you're international, whatever I gotta do to get international currency to you,
Well,
I will do whatever you need.
What's the money order place? Fuck, what is it called?
We're also gonna start placing bets on matches on RainBet, so people actually make money off this, and we become an illegal gambling rig. So we're all good.
Oh, that'd be some shit right there.
Just waiting for the final ready check from the side of Avenger. Avenger is not ready. Surprise. We are not ready. Need Mungo. Need
coming?
Mungo. Need Mungo. Are we seeing a roster swap? What are we seeing here?
Like, is Mungo on?
Are y'all hacking the lobby?
They might have saw the lineup and said, you know what? We need Big Mungie to come in.
Mungo can't join the session.
Oh, we're about to start to see a live debate in the chat. I'm glad we can see this in the chat unfold. Probably because it's not. Yeah, probably it's not
He
open.
says y'all have
Let me
some
change
kind
that.
of firewall.
He should be able to join now. It's open.
I was hearing Texas speak, which I think was not office. I'm unsure. I was just hearing some weird ghostly voices.
Spank, you best shut your trap before I bite you. Hashtag.
Oh, shit.
Hashtag.
Ooh, is this the part where Viper and the gang deny the extra observer and say it's gonna throw off the spawns and boot Al out of the game? Is this the part? Yeah, see? Told ya. It's coming. It's coming.
Spank. You need to relax. Just take a deep breathe. And
He
give
said
Stellan a
bring your
kiss.
families. The fuck?
He has delicate cheeks.
Shit, we might have to take this to an admin ruling. If they disagree
Very
on the
tender.
amount of observers, we might have to default and not allow the third observer. So we will let them see if they can come to a resolution quick before we start this match, because I am not going to be liable to get sued for this. So
I mean, so what's happening? I was modding Luck so he can run polls and such.
they're in a disagreement because there's an extra observer and they think that's going to throw off the spawns. So they're saying if they want Mungo, they gotta
100%. I think that if you're waiting in the wings, you shouldn't observe. We did that last night with Aware and or the other night with Aware and Jolly. It's just safer to have that. I'm an admin, so
All right, Big Dog.
what I say goes.
All right, Big Dog. Appreciate you, Big Al. Sorry, I'm sure they'll rotate you back in here in a minute. but feel free to enjoy the stream. But we are going to have to get started because we are already 20 minutes over on time. So we're going to go ahead and lock in. So hopefully everybody's ready to go. And here we are kicking off the stream finally for everybody who tuned in. We appreciate you all, 18 viewers, and my mom who tuned in again because she thinks this is my only shot at redemption. But little does she know I'm not playing in this game. So sorry, Mom.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, Lux says he can't run polls for some weird reason.
Yeah, I can't even find the polls myself. To run
Shrek,
it.
stop talking to my mom, brother. I'll gas you up on stream, please. Just stop talking to my mom.
All right, and in we go in this series.
All right, so
Mungo,
here it is live.
With Mungo in the lineup, I'm gonna go back to my 2-1. They take a game off the boys.
Are you taking 2-1? I was about to ask. Are we reverting,
Yeah.
re-reverting back to the 2-1 statement?
Yeah, I'm reverting back to the 2-1 with Mungo in the lineup because he can rattle off kills. He is dangerous. All right, let's get that. Boo, 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 boo. We're gonna see a great defensive stop. I caught that, and great with the Grifball with a great stop on plate.
That would have been a nasty rollout if they delay the game 20 minutes just to spam the first goal and absolutely dunk it. That would have been insane. But good retreat from Grifball. Grifball's getting a nasty punch, stepping up, claiming space. But let's see if they have a runner that is more passive or goes for that punch, especially with the novice. Or excellent punch by Grifball. I don't think Tez is making that punch.
Grifball has hit more punches on those really long lunges than Tez did, because he died twice to Dylan on like those super long. Like, you have plenty of time to punches, but right now Grifball is doing a great job of maintaining. His tanking line, however, is not helping him out in the long.
Is not holding up, which is surprising because that's the opposite of the problem we thought we were going to have. But you're right, with that Mungo adjustment in the lineup, it definitely gives them some more tanking pressure. Novice getting some cleanups. Mungo going in and killing not only the defender, but also Novice as well.
Which turns a crazy trade.
Yeah, Mungo going 50-50 with the ball after taking a 3-piece is insane. So this could be the extra push that they're needed. I think last series they actually ran with Big Al, and
Rage is screaming. He just RTDS'd hard.
But at least we're seeing some swords. Last game we did not see any swords, and this is going to be a switch up for this team to try to fend that off.
That's what we said would take the game. Like, that's what I firmly believe is just they're gonna pick Grifball's pocket at one point. But Spank's getting on a roll here. We're gonna see Viper up. He's gonna have to back off. Rage is on it. Rage is gonna make sure that runner stays one shot the entire game. The whole game.
100%. Even if he throws bodies, Rage is the least likely to give any sort of care about KD. He's putting pressure via sword, like I called and predicted. But again, like you said, Grifball's doing an excellent job of taking those punches. We thought that for sure was going to catch him off guard, and I think that novice sword almost caught him off guard. But he's really still stepping up, holding his own, getting the punches, not playing hyper aggressive, but still able to hold that space. And floating on the inside of Spank right there is perfect. The way he's able to get that tank to commit, waiting for the follow up. Novice chasing him down with a sword, but Tank's able to respawn.
Yes,
Novice getting a nasty sword.
And it was
off.
on Spank, and we know how that's gonna go.
Tilt.
Because Spank swung. He just got right through the swing. We're gonna see Viper get some good kills. He's just got Rage here to beat, and Rage just handles it. Great punch out of Grifball. Spank's holding his own tree in. Betray's
somehow. How did Novice get that kill off?
He did.
He swapped so fast. Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah,
what?
That was a Spank betrayal. Yeah.
Another huge step up by Grifball, holding that space, punching Novice for the 4th time already. Definitely proving his place. Like, hey, I'm here. If you're gonna send those swords for free, I'll punch it every time.
Yep.
Oh, this is that dangerous position. Switching back to hammer too. Now that he's been punched with sword twice, he's gonna give it a go with the hammer. Staying up in the air, coming down from the skies, and he gets baited for it. Not able to look up, the classic newbie runner curse,
We're gonna see a
where
ball
your
reset?
vertical is no longer a vertical. Yep, that's definitely a ball reset for sure. He got hammer stopped so hard that the ball teleported through the floor, which is
I'm going to see
insane.
blue with their first possession here, and it's going to be probably, I would think, novice runs here.
The fact that Novice just 1v3 that, traded the ball runner, reset the ball, and then reclaimed ball,
And then
that's insane. Oh my god.
A
Beautiful
dime.
work on the side of, yeah, that was a great throw. Great closeout.
that's novice at his best right there. That was all novice the whole time.
That's the money that you spend money on. But imagine this team if it goes. Obviously, you know, no shade to any captain. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to draft the teams that they have in mind. But imagine if this team gets like a Chem. Like, what kind of different rosters do we start to see if the Hells team loses a Chem, this team gains one, and then we're back on the footing where everybody has to play a different game.
This team with Kim, like, standing in for, like, a Mungo, at that point, it's like, that is the one of the most
That's a
dominant teams.
scary team.
But we're going to see Spank and Skull and Rally with a great dual tank in for Grifbeast. So,
Yep. Again, I like that. I like that lockstep. I know that they've worked so hard on. Oh,
all right, we're going to see blue win. Nope, Skullin's going to win the step.
I am not gonna move because it is. Oh, yep. I got black screened.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, because of that, do you want me to just stream the Discord?
Yeah, that'd be great. So that way I don't have to interrupt their game.
Yep. Let me do that. All right. Well, we're gonna get the same point of view until we can get Rain back in next game. But we're gonna see Grifby still just holding his own, waiting for his tanks. The file back in. We got Skull and doing a great job. They're taking a lot of space. We're gonna see Rage do a great job of destroying that. He sneaks the runner too. I didn't see him coming.
I don't think anybody saw him coming. Definitely not the runner there. Spank doing a good job staying alive, getting a 3-piece on his way out, charging upfield to get that extra space, locking in his dominant plays, trading out on the way, earning that overkill too, and just not able for his tanks to follow up. Grifby's doing a good job. Maybe a scary time to rotate straight to the corner, I would say, with all of these swords flying through, but able to rotate off plate. He's got somebody up court. He's got Skullin in the air. Skullin going straight to plate. Able to get that trade, but not able to lock down enough pressure to keep that push alive.
Rage again, keeping the runner one shot. Again, even with the runner change, they're still doing that risky cross plate wrap.
I will say that, like, even with that though, you know, a lot of people gave this team grief for running Grifbeast over Tez, because Tez has been at least the most more consistent player. But I mean, you look at the way he's running right now with confidence and the ability to punch a rage sword, to punch a novice sword, to take that space, to know when he can take that first hammer and back off. That's who I want running the ball personally, and I know Skullin and the gang have run that in, and just like that. Easy takeaway, way to hold space, way to lock that in, way to really re-engage that fight, and good on Grifbeast for staying, you know, at least a little bit out, but not out enough that he's out of that play.
You got to put yourself on streamer mode. Because I'm just here in
The what on streamer mode?
You got to put it on streamer mode.
Oh, Discord. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I can actually I can just turn the audio off on it. I forgot it was even on.
Yeah, dude, because it's just ripping right now.
There you go. And it's off. Boom.
All right, good job, good job.
Shout out to Spence.
Yep, shout out to Spence. All right, we're gonna see blue here with possession. Who do we have running? I am unsure. Oh, Avenger. Okay. I guess they're gonna be running by committee. We're gonna see a launch over. I don't know about that one.
I mean, not only was it not high enough, it was just so readable that they knew exactly what was coming. Almost a nasty cleanup by Rage on the plate, though. Almost able to finesse that goal, but Skullin and the gang able to come away with a stop, rotating it back to Grifbeast as Blue tries to stay alive, and Spank and the boys have an open active push, rotating in and out, getting that team tanking in, but a nasty betrayal Oh, an almost recovery, but Red able to still somehow maintain that ball, luckily, with what could have been devastating with that nasty betrayal.
Oof, Rage. Rage is absolutely scary jumping at you like that. Viper on plate.
Good wait.
What else more to say? All right, we're gonna hop on here to round 5. Novice getting 2 great swords. 3 can Rage beat Viper, and he cannot. Novice almost single-handedly again got that that tip off.
Yeah, again, I think that this team, if a little bit, like, if the draft went just one hair different, would have been easily in the top 4 contention of people's conversations. But without that tanking pressure, as we're seeing right now, you start to get rolled. And like, yeah, the swords are nice. Yeah, they come through nice. Yes, we can put, you know, that crazy defensive pressure on. But if you don't have the tanking pressure on offense, then where is that ball going to go after you get it back?
Exactly. We're gonna see them a risky handoff there. I don't like the just drop it and leave it. We're gonna see a pass up to Skolin.
Oh, they're playing hot potato now.
Yep. Which, I mean, they have some leeway. They're up 2 goals. They can play a little bit of hot potato.
I mean, I think at this point we just want to secure the match win, right? We want to make sure that we lock this down. Then maybe game 2 we go for this. But when we haven't even secured like one nasty punches by Novice, holy.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna
yeah,
see...
maybe not going crazy like that until we want to secure that, instead of just getting comfortable after just a 3-1 lead, because we've seen them blow a 3-1 lead, it goes to a 3-3, it almost goes to a losing game, but they pull it away, and then the rest of the series they just get rolled.
Yeah, and we're seeing that exact thing you mentioned earlier of Novice just being that 4th tank. He's just like, I'll tank myself in.
Yeah, it gets to that point though, because he's the only one on this team that can tank it, or that can run and still maintain that tanking pressure. If you give it to a Mungo, Mungo's gonna play a little bit passive. Novice doesn't like that. You play it like that, Mungo can get on the flank right now, cleaning up those kills. Again, Novice doing that. Oh my God, costly betrayal from Mungo. That's insane. I know Novice isn't happy about, because they had the plate clear. All they had to do was not swing and let Novice go for that thrust in, but instead we get greedy, a little bit greedy on Novice to go for that extra punch too when he could have just walked it in. But hey, miscommunications happen. We'll see if they can get it back. Going 50-50 with the runner right there is insane.
That's 2 50-50s, just straight up. Great deflection there on the side. We're gonna see Spank pick it up and score.
Yeah, I think Novice is hot after that one. That could have been an easy turnaround to make that a 3-2 game, but just a not needed swing, a not needed betrayal at plate.
And Novice secures tip. He's gonna back off and wait for his tanks to come forward here. But to be fair, he could probably just pick a side, and they're leaving a Novice alone with like these 1 punches like this. That is just not good to do.
He's gonna spin back and hit that punch too, no problem.
Yep. But he gets cornered by 2 tanks, but we're gonna see Mungo clean it up with 2 tanks on play. What are those?
Yucks!
Ooh.
Now imagine if we had 3 observers.
Ooh. Well, Mungo redeemed himself with that one, but still. Those spawns gave me a little bit of a palpitation. But to be fair, I think those were correct because the tanks were on the opposite side, so they're gonna spawn on you in that instance.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's one of the things that you count on, though. We can't keep blaming the spawns over and over again for that kind of thing. You know what's gonna happen. You got to be aware, so that way you can't just tank the spawns and think that you're gonna get a free goal. You got to be aware for everything. It kind of changes up that dynamic. But Avenger with a nasty sneaky sword through. Grifball's able to punch it. Viper making a lot of waves on the plate. Novice sneaking through, but again, a Grifball's punch that I don't think that they're getting from another runner. So this looks like a more dominant tanking performance and a running performance from Skull and the boys. Getting out tanked right now. Rage with a double, Novice with a single. Spank able to come back off the respawn and anchor down like he's used to.
Yeah, again, we've seen glimpses. It's like when Mungo is getting in the groove, we're going to see a Scullin on play, high pass. We're going to see blue team recover it here with
Good on Grifball to keep that pressure up though.
Yep. We're going to see a throwback. Rage is probably going to handle it for a bit. Until you can, or again, I think we're gonna just run by committee. It seems. I would like to see a handoff to Novice.
Yikes! That's dangerous.
Yep. Spank and the boys have a lot of pressure here. Rage with a great punch. He's got two tanks up. He's got Novice flanking. Novice is a do-it-all. He on the flank. He's dangerous. We're gonna see they're handed off to Mungo.
Yeah, they gotta, like I said, they gotta keep that 3 pressure. If they're gonna do that, and to make that upcourt wave, especially on a team that's as tank heavy as this one, we gotta allow Monk to kind of hold on to it. But this is the risk that you run right now. Like right there, you run out of that the pacified running, and you just retreat back into the corner. You got nowhere for your tanks to go. They're getting slammed and farmed up court, leaving a ton of extra space for them to just free waltz the game the ball right back up to midcourt and kind of get a free push out of it.
Yep, we're gonna see Scullin hand it off here to Grifball and get quickly shut down by what was that? Rage. Yep. Another handoff here, and he's got all 3 tanks up with Viper on the flank, but Rage is putting a lot of pressure.
He wanted that sword. He wanted that sword.
We're gonna see Novice get a clean pick here and a walk-in. That's why I think
this starts to shake this team, man. I think that this is why we got to put it away and not go for. I don't know why we're playing hot potato at the beginning. We got to lock down game 1. Game 2, you want to go for that? Be cheeky about it. Go for it. But right now, Novice with another huge fly-in. Or no, that was Rage with the fly-in.
Yeah, I'm gonna see them hand it off back to Mungo. And a toss up court to Rage, who's perfectly on the flank.
Ew! And just like that, we have a 4-4 game of Grifball.
we got Shrek in the chat. If Novice wins the ship, he should be unbanned.
Novice playing for his freedom right now, like the good old gladiator arena, baby. Play for your unban.
All right, we're gonna see Novice here with the ball. He's gonna play a lot, really aggressive. He's just got
he's
those spawns. He makes it out alive. Rage is going to play it again as well. He's just got Grifball on him.
Grifball here. Yeah.
He's got 2 tanks coming up. He's got Mungo and Avenger. Just Mungo now. He's gonna have to get rid of that.
Yep.
We're gonna see Avenger.
Yep, that's one of the ones that we can't do. Need to make room here. Need to get a kill. Easily getting pinned in this corner. Another throw out on the incoming, but they had one on left spawn. It's not anymore. Spank doing his best to hold that space. Gets cleaned up. Blue is starting to push up on that rotating side, especially as are they gonna leave Grifball and Novice on the 1v1?
Yeah, looks
no
like
shot. No shot.
You're gonna see 2 swords be pulled. Scullin gets a great pick.
Oh, good takeaway.
He gets quickly shut down again by Novice. Novice is going to have ball here. We're going to see Novice just playing a lot of pressure by himself here. 1 on plate. If Venture gets 1, we're going to...
The punch instead of the thrust is tough. I understand the logic there, but I think if we thrust there, that's a goal. I think that's over with.
Yeah, I think it's over at that point. We're going to see Grifball's back with possession here. He's got Viper and Spank holding down middle. We're going to see Rage try to cut through. Just going to leave Viper, though, on the flank.
Oh, we got one on the plate, though. Viper going straight to plate. They might go for... Nope, they slow tank this one in. Good damage on that side, but just can't hold up and able to wrap that up in a scary 5v4 situation, or 5-2-4 situation, I should say. Wait for them to hold on and not choke that. That that could have been again a much different game if we go for a thrust instead of a punch there. But who knows what we could get into? And I think it makes it more likely to the case that we're about to see a 3-game series with this team.
Yeah, I didn't think we would see him take the first one. That was close. We are one thrust, one punch away from it being the other way. All right, well, let's get you back in this game, sir. Let's look at these stats, though. We're going to have Novice go -4. We're going to have Mungo drop a -18. Rage drop a -34. And Avenger drop a -12. So their entire team went massively negative. And then we're going to see on the flip side, you're going to have Viper, Spank, and Skull all going 14, plus 14, 15. The only one who went negative, and barely, was Grifbeast at -3.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a much more. I think if we see this lineup against and they run it back against the other team, we start to see a way different approach and a way different setting. Do I think it would have changed the overall outcome? No, but I think closer in those last 2 matches. I like this lineup for them. I like that they're playing a lot. You can tell that their tanks are playing a lot more confident and with a lot more space, knowing that they can trust the runner to get those extra punches, which he showed that he could do. So I genuinely enjoyed that, but I think that it's going to be scary, especially now that Novice is heating up, and this team looks to be sinking into a rhythm that we can really start to see what could be a 3-game series.
Yeah, are we going to see the Big Owl change here? I honestly, I don't think you change anything at that point. I think you stick with this and see if you can't take them.
You might have to check the match settings again because I
Skull has
believe.
leader, so.
Oh, Skull and cheating.
Spence is calling for a new map.
Is this where we go to Aquario?
Did you boot Al? Because we might need a whole new lobby.
I did. Yes. I will reset the lobby.
Yeah, I think we might have to do that.
Lobby is up.
Oh, he's in now. Okay, so it was on you. You were the issue.
It's my fault. I'm the problem now.
Yep, you were the issue.
Nice.
Right,
So if I join, is it gonna boot him out again? Get him. So you don't like this change here? You don't like them changing up from Mungo?
This change. I think that game was so close that you don't change. You don't change anything. You stick with that lineup. Because like Mungo, while he did cost you that 1 goal, he got you 2. He got you 2 or 3. Easily.
Yeah, I think the pressure that he provides is going to be a lot different than Al. Al is a stay alive. Mungo's a go get a kill. So I think that they could definitely push that a little bit more. And Mungo is definitely the top heavy that they're going to need for this lineup. But who knows? Maybe now that they can give it to a runner, kind of like how Scullin and their gang picked up Grifbeast, they're confident can get those punches and those swings. Maybe they're more confident in Al getting those punches, and they can really let Novice kind of unlock a little bit more, let Rage play a little bit more freely, let Avenger play a little bit more aggressive here and there. So it could be the missing piece, but I would agree with you in saying that Mungo would probably be the bet here.
Yep. I mean, but we could be wrong, and just having those 3 tank without having to worry about running is the change that's needed. All right. I'm not sure what we're waiting on at this point.
Scullin's got lead, right? I don't know. Scullin might need to be reminded that he has lead.
Well, I don't think. Oh yeah, Skullin does not know he has lead. Okay, we're good. I don't have to type. And yes, anybody who's watching me type on stream, I'm trying to type over 3 cats. It's kind of impossible. I ain't gonna lie.
3 dummy orange boys.
Well, not this one. This one's our long hair tabby. She's in my lap. But she's basically three cats. She's a biggin. She's a big girl. Ain't that right, Lyra?
Grifball. Get balls into the goal for points.
All right. I love the coaching from everybody in all the chats. Lux is tell Rage to not going for carrier kills when his whole team's dead. Alright, let's hop in here. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, we're gonna see red team here get possession right away. It's gonna be Viper with the ball. They're gonna try to hand it off, but doing a poor job at it. Scullin's gonna get possession here, and it's gonna be in Grifby's capable hands, as he's shown so far that he is not flustered by the novice sword, the rage sword, that he's gonna just take space, as we're seeing right here.
You know, we're not really worried about that too much.
We got Viper on plate. Do we see a pass here? He wanted it.
No, he wants it, but Novice is waiting right there. Novice is one of the scariest teams to lurk, but between Novice and Rage waiting right there, but again, we start to see what could kill this team, which is that they play passive, they wait so much. That was a crazy pass.
That was a crazy errant pass. I don't know about that one.
That was a free goal giveaway right there. I don't know if they're throwing a prize party for that one, but that was a hammy out.
It almost to me looked like an accident. It looked like maybe press the throw button instead of the thrust button. A great flick on Al there from Grifbeast. Wow, what a punch. We're gonna see Grifbeast fall behind his tanks here. Scullin's up, Viper's on the flank, and no one's paying much attention to Viper. We're gonna see one sword come out. We're gonna see
after that double,
Novice.
after the triple.
All right, we're gonna see Novice finally taken down, but they're just playing Viper so slow. They have Al on him. Al gets him.
Al slammed him. Get good.
See Novice get a tie. Grifbeast is just gonna take space here. He's waiting for his tanks. Rage pops him all the way back. We're gonna see a bunch of ties. Avenger coming high.
That was a really nice sword try, but yeah, that was a really nice sword try from Avenger. I like that a lot. They've already showed that his weakness is Grifbeast really doesn't like to look up, and if you keep hitting him from that sky angle, especially if you're, you have that sword, yeah, I think that they're gonna see a lot of takeaways. Avenger and Rage easily double pulling out a sword right now. Rage, good job swapping a hammer, a betrayal that could have been costly, but wasn't, thankfully.
Yep.
Big Al getting cleaned up in mid, Yellow making a bunch of space here.
All right, we're gonna see one-on-one here, Runner versus Novice. This is a scary time, and Novice is gonna take it. Novice is gonna get it back.
I'm putting my money on Novice like 9 times out of 10 there.
Yeah, I think Avenger has it currently, or does yeah. We're gonna see Rage push up, apply a lot of pressure. And we're gonna toss it back
space. Almost deflected, but
looks like
Novice
we're gonna
is gonna
see
take that
a
into his own
Novice
hands
running.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Well,
but if you're gonna do that, then why do you take Mungo out? Like that's the thing.
That is the thing. It's like I think there's no point in taking Mungo out if you're still just gonna run by committee here. Mungo is by far the better tank of the two. Yeah, I'm not seeing the vision here. We're gonna see a toss away right into Novice's hands. Novice is under pressure. He's gonna easily punch that. We're gonna see him just ignore everything, go up court here.
He wanted that punch. He got it, but it somehow manages to stay alive in this situation, get another punch out of it, and still keep space. They're so focused on that extra tank running that he's able to stay in the corner. Again, no challenge there. Staying alive again, finally has to push it out because there's no way he survives that situation. But the amount that he's able to live in that corner is just disgusting.
Yeah, he was living rent-free, honestly, there for a bit. But again, we're seeing Avenger with the ball. I'd like to see him just get it into Al's hands so they can have 3 capable tanks. We're gonna see Rage in a 1v1 and he ties out. We're gonna see a throwaway here.
Oh my god. They just
Gonna
need
go
help.
right to
Novice is
Spank.
playing offense, defense, trapping, running, all at the same time. He did getting the ball back is just insane. He's putting this team single-handedly on his back. He just needs help.
Yep, he just needs some kind of help. And even though Mungo cost him, he was that help. Like right now, we're gonna see just Novice take it down. He's got full shields, and he's just gonna do it all by himself.
Just an effortless display of what is happening right now. That is absolutely filthy that he hit the coil on him and everything. Spun back, knew the spawns were coming, 360'd and just absolutely dug it and anchored that.
We're gonna see Novice fly by, but Skullen's gonna get possession here. I'm not sure who he was going for, but he went straight through. We're gonna see Skullen's team have all 3 tanks alive on plate,
sure.
and
That's one of the things where you can't be in 4 places at the same time. You got to get the kill there. And like you said, that's where Mungo helps out. At least he's trading with one, whereas Big Al seems to be on the back foot almost the whole time. Oh, I got kicked out again, guaranteed.
Oh god. Well, let me just hit this screen again here, in case that's the issue. All right, we're gonna see Rage with a quick score while we were dealing with more tech issues. We're gonna see Avenger, the last drop, go up 2-1 here. All right, we're gonna hop on board and see Grifball, who gets tip off here, but is immediately pressured by Novice here. You still black screen?
Yeah, I'm chasing off your stream right now. I'm coming.
All right. We're gonna see Viper playing the flank here. Big Al trying to take down Spank, but Grifball just sitting in Spank's pocket. Spank's doing a great job of just staying alive and not dying. Finally taken out by Rage. We got Viper, who's taken out by Novice on the back end. We're gonna see
lots of anchoring on the side. I like this anchoring on it looks like they're trying to slow play it, especially with all of the swords that keep flying through. Novice again popping that sword out, going for a risky in the middle of 3, which he's hit before, which is the scariest part. Rage going for that quick sword, whiffing, getting cleaned up by Spank. Avenger trying his best. Novice basically goading the runner, saying, please give me this free kill.
He wants the attack.
Yeah.
Honestly, this entire team, like especially Rage and Novice, they want the runner to try and punch them. Like, look at this. The swords pulled, just instantly pressuring, but leads to having all 3 tanks up. So on the same end, it's like, yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure, but they're also not getting any other kills with the sword. They're just running their life at the runner. All right, we're gonna see Grifball take on another Rage sword, just throwing his life to make sure the runner stays 1. We're gonna have Skullen try to sneak in. Rage is on him. Skullen has a lot of footing here. We're gonna see Novice coming for the help. He's gonna focus the runner. 2 swords pulled, and we're gonna see just a back and forth. Grifball can't really get a footing. Blue team's doing a good job of knocking the tanks out. Another sword just coming flying out, and he gets a great punch. Viper's finally getting some leadway here.
Yeah, I mean, last drop doing a lot more. Oh, that was almost foul. If he didn't turn and flick that was a free takeaway. But yeah, last drop doing a lot better of a job of keeping up with that pressure on defense, not getting absolutely rolled through by these tanks. I mean, I maybe spoke too soon there. Skullen right now free on plate. They got 2 on plate. Again, Mystical Novice playing for the interception, almost had it. But again, you gamble that with the interception when that's all you play for. And if you miss, that's going through.
Because you have another tank there, you can't play the pick. Because even if you get the pick, you're probably going to die, and it's going to end up in a score anyways. We're going to see Rage help get it, but we're going to see Spank run it back to Grifball, who has possession.
I mean, comparative to the first throw that we saw from Grifball, they're getting more and more accurate. I'd like to see them stay more aggressive on that side too, especially with Skulla now looking to play the out flank, which he has been. It looks like they're just setting more top heavy. If Blue's setting through, then Red is going to send through as well.
Yeah.
Skulla picking up a nice double in mid, not getting traded out, which Big Al should have stepped up and taken that right there, but didn't. Viper with another big kill. Spank goes down, but Viper getting 2, almost a
You can see a
third.
dual
Rage able to
sword
trade
pull.
him out.
That's a
Big
throw.
Al double sword on. Yep, yeah, that's
As soon
that's
as
a
you see
throwaway.
that, you saw your tank die, you either book it away or you throw it. We're gonna see Rage running, which again, they're not utilizing their like dedicated runner. We're gonna see Avenger have possession here. Al is taken away from him. We're gonna have Mystic Novice coming up from middle.
Good kills from Al though.
Yeah. Al
Viper
is
almost
getting more
getting
kills than
smoked.
I would expect, but I would still like to see him just utilized for his
Just
his
run.
actual purpose. Let all 3 of the tanks tank. We're gonna see a
Almost
pass
a
up to
brutal
Rage,
take.
who just I don't know if he knew was coming or if it was.
I think
errant.
he knew it was coming, but it was behind. I think he was ready to play the aggro and try to take that free swing and land on play, but the ball just went behind and he got picked off on top of it. So unfortunate right there.
Yeah, we're gonna see just Viper on plate and a
Good
great
route by Grifball.
doorstop
A great
by Novice.
Holy.
That's a king's defense.
Yeah, I mean that was a great route by Grifpiece though. He hit that pretty to the nail. Like yeah, he could have tightened up that corner a little bit, but eventually that all gets worked out over time. But I think that was a great route. That's just unfortunate timing.
I mean, Novice is gonna make those plays. At this point, he's hungry and he wants it. We're gonna see him throw it away, which surprise. Oh, finally, we're gonna get to see the tanking lineup. It's a miracle. We got Big Al with the ball. He's gonna sit in a line that just got absolutely decimated there.
I mean, every single time they line up now, though, they're just sending 2 at Novice immediately. They don't care where they are, the court, they're crashing Novice. They're gonna at least trade him out, and they'll worry about the rest later. But for now, Novice managed
Great double
to
from
stay alive,
Avenger.
getting a crit. Oh, that's a lot of space. That's a lot of space. The thrusted, yeah, that's a goal.
Yeah, that's why we like to see Al running right there. You had shoulders, Avenger and Novice shoulder to shoulder, just tanking in. It was an easy goal. We're gonna see Novice sword through. He's gonna get possession here off of it.
It's just filthy. It's just filthy.
It's the Novice show for blue team at this point. Novice is doing basically everything.
That's what I mean. He just needs help. They gotta get. If they would have gotten a tank on this team, especially a chem on this team, it would have been a foul.
A Kim, a BCN, there were several choices that could have been picked up.
Literally anybody.
We're gonna see again, Novice he's waiting for his tanks. All he needs is 1 kill and he scores. We're gonna see blue up 4-2 here.
A massive manipulation of space, a master of running the ball, creating that deficit, understanding exactly where they're going to spawn and how they're going to go when they come off of spawn, and just a demonstration. Oh, finally picking up Novice on the flank. I thought that was going to be another freebie from him, but blue still retaining the ball. Rage
Yep.
on the pressure here as they push up court, but able to push back now that they don't have Novice, creating that mayhem up court for them.
Yeah, I don't like the run by committee that's been going on, because why Avenger just
Yikes.
didn't throw that away.
Yeah, yikes.
And we're gonna see Grifball get possession here with Viper already up on play, who gets taken down by Novice. We're gonna see a lot of blue pressure here.
Oh, we hear the swords come out on his back.
I'm not sure where Novice is. No, Novice is behind. This is not where you want your runner. He gets a good punch, but you don't want to put your runner in that situation with Novice that close to plate.
That was a crazy throw. I'm not sure I agree with that one. I like the aggression. I like the playmaking ability there, but the vision has to be either
they're down
faster
2 scores. We've seen this team. They play very panicked the moment they are down. Spank with a great hammer stop and a goal.
Spanklin Spanklin putting on a show. Yeah, that's I mean, he's been doing that more and more, even in customs and Sweat League and all of the scrims that they play. His hammer stops are not one to be trifled with. Even, some of the best runners have said that they've had trouble with him, especially now that he's back on hybrid. So definitely not one to take lightly. Blue able to take away the ball though.
Yeah, we're gonna see
And-
Novice again with the ball. He's gonna get rid of it here. We're gonna
Yikes.
see what appears to be Avenger pick it up. He's just playing
Somehow
so
Rage gets
far in
sent to
this
the
corner.
moon and
Why
come
is
down
he in this
alive.
corner?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Just to get pinned back and then throw it out way late, get jumped up.
Yep, we
They're
get
already
Al way
dumpstering the
up
right
ahead.
side of
He's
the court.
pulling
They gotta
two.
move.
We're gonna probably see a throw out to Rage.
No, he's throwing it. Yeah. Oh, if Rage beats that by a half second, he's gone.
Yeah.
If he picks that up and hits the dash, that's GG's right there.
Yeah, I don't know what Avenger's doing at this point when he gets ball. He's just sitting in a corner waiting for something. Yeah, Novice is just trying to do everything at this point, and I think that's what this team is going to need for them to win. Is Novice is just going to have to take care of every aspect. Offense, defense. We're going to see a lot of pressure here for out of blue with 4 up, still 4 up. We're going to see the rotate pass plate. I don't like it. Not with Novice, not with Rage there. Novice is going to take it.
Got
Rage
him.
just needs that
Yep.
one kill. We're going to see Novice walk it in, and
Novice-
blue team is going to
Novice
take
show.
that one. So we're going
It's-
to go
it's the Novice
3
show.
games. It's the Novice show. Novice has been doing absolutely everything.
So obviously, for the sanctity of the game and for the logic of not getting booted out for the 17th
You're just gonna,
time,
you're just
I'm
gonna
gonna
sit and ride.
I'm gonna sit for the ride and let you stream. But yeah, I mean, looking at that stat breakdown, which I'm sure we'll see in here in just a minute. I mean, that's
Novice
insane.
+2.
That is
That's
yeah.
the story. Everyone else is double-digit neg. Novice
Getting
with the +2.
absolutely blasted. Spank dropping a +25, Skullin going +22, Viper going +10. I mean, Spank dropping 76 kills in this lobby. The highest on their time is Novice at 53, but he eclipsed damn near 3 people in the lobby just by himself and still not able to take away that win, which just shows like there's got to be more. They're getting the kills, they're out fragging them, they're absolutely deleting, but Novice is just absolutely deleting this team on his own.
Yeah, this is it's the Novice show. What is happening?
I saw that. I saw. Oh boy! Oh boy!
No, we'll give it Avenger. He's drive lag. What is it, like jet lag? He drove 24 hours to be up that meetup at the LAN. Oh, but we love to see it. We love to see the absolute dirty Nava show. After being banned, sitting out a season, he's back. He's showing he hasn't lost his touch. That's for sure. He's still the same absolutely monster, menace, whatever you want to say. He was and is. All right, we're gonna jump in here into game 3.
Grifball.
All right, all right, all right.
Goal for points.
Well, how do you see this one turning out, Rain? Or did we lose Rain? Are you among us? Are you alive? Oh, I'm sure Rain will be back with us. All right, let's see. Let's jump in here. Let's get things set up. right, we're gonna have Spank with the rock. He is gonna hand it back here to Grifbeast. He's got a full tanking lineup on the left. We're gonna see Adventure 1v1. We're gonna see Skullin get a nice double on plate, but again, Novice stops the play, allows the team to revamp and to refocus. And we're gonna see Grifbeast with having two on him. Novice is just standing there waiting. He wants his chance at that runner. He wants it. He's been playing out of his head. But we're gonna see Viper finally take him down. We're gonna see Grifbeast playing quite well, pushing up, maintaining space here. He's got Skullin and Viper still up. Spank's gonna fill the middle. He's gonna get 2 kills. That's 2 dead. That's 3 dead. Spank is doing a great job. Viper's on plate, but they shut him down. Spank is finally taken down by, I think, Al. And we're gonna have Rage and Adventure chasing down the runner. Spank turns and gets a great double. We got what appears Skullin on the flank. Blue team is clustering a little bit here. Let's see. I'm afraid if Rain is just not able to talk his Xbox. Are you there?
My apologies. The baby woke up.
Ah,
Yep,
the
yep,
baby
yep,
woke
yep,
up. I
yep.
understand. You
Yep.
gotta deal with that.
Yep. All right, where we at? Any scores yet?
No scores yet. We got Grifbeast with ball, and Novice is still doing Novice stuff. There was a good chance that Red could have scored, but Novice ball one swung the runner and stopped it. They were able to kill Skullin on plate. That's pretty much where we are. They're still just running swords at Grifbeast, hoping he messes up.
Skullin's a free on play. That's a free lockout. Spank doing a great job anchoring, clearing the way for his team. Yeah, that's the clinical work that we need to see out of the side of Team Skullin, is just making sure, like, punishing them. Obviously, if they're gonna send swords through like that, and you get all of that free pressure, just hold forward.
Yep.
Hold forward. Keep that pressure. Clean up plate. Get the kills that matter, and absolutely anchor down.
Gonna have Spank grab ball and reset into Grifbeast here. All right, he's under a lot of pressure here. He's gonna throw it across. Avenger was there, but quickly shut down by Viper. They're just gonna let Grifbeast grab it and reset.
Is that Novice on the back plate?
That
No,
was
you got
Novice on the back
so-
plate, but Viper took care of it real quick. You can't have Novice there.
Nope, we can't have Novice anywhere on the court at this point.
Nope. Yeah, you
Almost gets one stop.
At this point, if I were Grifbeast, if I see Novice in front of me, I just go the other way.
I'm going the opposite. Yeah, I'm going opposite. I'm holding backward.
Yeah. You let someone else take care of him. Because at this point, it's too big of a risk. We're going to see Viper back on back plate, who gets spawned on. Crazy enough. But it doesn't matter because they're just...
Yep.
What?
I'm glad that they scored that, because him turning all the way around and going off of plate to get that punch is criminal.
Yeah, at that point, you just let Skullin have it. You don't fuck with that. We're gonna see Blue get possession here. We're gonna have Big Al with bomb, which is, I believe, if they're gonna tank it in, this is their best lineup. We got Novice on the flank, but right now it's like Rage can't buy a kill against this team. He is just absolutely just. He steps into it. It's seen right there. Skullin thrust, and it's just over. They can't get a tanking line.
The Skullin team is definitely picking up on the fact that, like, okay, all we have to do literally at this point is shut down Novice. Rage on the open flank, though, could have been a nasty play, but gets picked up off the wall, leaving Red with a great charge, but it's Spank with the ball. He's not going to deal with that. He's going to turn it over immediately to his runner and then unload up court.
Yep, here's Novice. Even Skullin's trying it. He gets the tie.
Spanked him with a little dip potato chip, trying to retilt Novice, but Novice invented that game, but I don't think he's going for that. He knows that he's got enough hammer stops in the tank to keep cleaning it
along
up.
with the runner. That was a weird tie snipe. All right, we're gonna see 3 tanks up for red. They quickly dispatch 1 blue, but Novice is again kind of just trying to slink around. I think that's Avenger now as well.
I think this team is hyper aware of that. That's why they're playing this shell defense, or the shell, say, where they're tagging together and they're not letting any cracks through. Any cracks don't get through.
Yeah, at this point, it's Grifbeast is the president, and you must protect him from Novice at all costs.
Rage gonna swap the sword here, I bet. Nope, goes for the hammer, gets punched.
Yeah, it's just safer to have the hammer out there. Like, if you go for the sword, you're probably gonna die anyways. At least you get a chance at the hammer stop. Novice is gonna pull sword. Now he's gonna keep hammer and just push him into this corner. We're gonna see Spank pretty much take out everybody on the opposing team and just hold his position. We're gonna see Al get a great kill on Skullin here. Viper's on the flank with Rage on him.
He's in a 1v1, Rage out of thrust. Viper gonna get his back here soon. Cleans him up, starts to rotate
like to
straight to
see that
plate. He's
throw
open for
already.
the pass. Yeah, he's that should already been there, but Viper knows that somebody's gonna spawn. Probably smart enough to not call for the pass there. Grifby's smart enough to hold on to it, not go for that. Get the easy punch on Big Al. Start to hold that upcourt pressure again. Skullin whiffs on Novice. Novice able to clean that sword up. Rotates back. That's a double sword. Yep.
That was just a clean take from Avenger, but Spank steps in and just doubles him. Spank is having some games. Even though they lost that second game, Spank has been putting in the work here.
I mean, Spank's teed up. Ever since he got back on hybrid, obviously I don't think people put enough respect on Spank's name, especially with the way, holy moly. Yeah, but the way that he's been able to pivot and keep himself alive while he was playing on controller is a lot, but no way, Spank goes for the Spank the runner? Oh my god.
That was just a
they wanna close this
communication
game out.
error, though, by Al and Novice on who's going to take the first swing. Because one swung to the wall and one just got punched. Or just didn't even swing them, I think. It was bad.
I cannot believe I would ever see the day where Spank would actively hold on to the ball and not. I've seen Spank be standing 2 feet in front of the plate and turn around and try to drop it to somebody just because he doesn't want to hold it. But
No,
angry
my
Baron
favorite
able to
is-
take it in for the
is
score.
Spank
Good
is
for him.
running. He's in the corner. Help, 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 help. He just starts yelling help. He doesn't want to be in that position.
Again, just throwing bodies away at Grifbeast, allowing them to take up way too much space.
Yep.
Spank cleaning up all of the free sword kills that come his way. Able to anchor and hold. Avenger free out of
Betrayal,
thrust.
we're going to see too a lot of pressure. We're going to see. I would like the deflect attempt there from Rage or somebody. Just he's sculling with the ball here. He's got Viper in front. He's going to quickly hand it off to Grifbeast and get this tanking line back up. Skullin just denies the tie from Rage there. Still up. He thrust past Betrayal. Novice is again
huge
trying to
double
do it
from
all,
Viper, though.
and he's doing it. He's making sure there's not a score there.
100% single-handedly stop that push.
They still need to just double team Viper. He is still alive on plate. And they're just playing passing lanes. No one's trying to double team him. Novice is like, I'll handle it. I'll do it. What happened?
Bumped. The good old bump pass.
We're gonna see Rage one-on-one the runner here. Spank's gonna come back. I'd like to see Rage just face Spank there and kill him. But it looks like a betrayal happened on the back end. We're just seeing really bad betrayals come out of blue right now.
Yeah. Yep, we're getting to that point where it's game 3 and the slap starts to come out.
We're gonna see Novice applying a lot of pressure. He's one-on-one with the runner. Viper's behind. He heard the sword pop out. Alright, we're gonna see Novice again just applying pressure to the runner here. If blue team has any hope, it's on the wings of Novice at this point. Alright, we're gonna have blue team just applying a lot of pressure. We got Viper getting shut down. We got a sword in. Novice attempting the pick. Novice is still alive. We're gonna have Scullin with the
A
ball.
second away from that for getting the hammer stop though. One more second, he's there.
Yeah. We're gonna have Grippies back with ball. We're gonna see Avenger get 1 sword kill. Another costly betrayal. And we're gonna see Grippies take a lot of pressure here. We got Viper going to play. There's a sword in the air. It's Avenger. Again, they're just, I hate to say it, they're having to send Novice after Viper every time, which is just, they're losing out on so much pressure on the ball. And we're gonna have Scullin and crew be up 4-0 here. This was a quick turnaround from that last game. So some changes were made by Scullin and crew.
For sure. For sure.
We're gonna have again Spank
Way to get
on
those
plate.
kills before they go into. Yeah. Come down. Novice being the aggressor here. Avenger being the aggressor. We got Novice trying to just swing through everybody and just boost as close as he can to the ball, try to catch him off guard. With Grifball's doing an excellent job of maintaining the space, not letting himself get picked off. That's a Sky Sword again from Avenger, but he's like, nah, I got this, no problem.
Yeah, we're gonna see a throwaway.
Novice put damage on him.
All right, we're gonna see Scullin with the ball here. Still a lot of blue pressure. Gonna have Al and Avenger alive. They're gonna try to get it back here in the Grifball's hands. Oh, errant pass directly to Avenger. And a pass to Novice on the plate for a score. That was
Actually really clean. That was really clean.
That pass was great. That was probably the best pass of the night, I think. All right, we're gonna see Scullin easily get tip off here. Gonna maintain possession, wait for Grifball. We're gonna see Novice again, just unrelenting pressure on the runner.
Yeah, but it gets to the point where it's like, is that too repetitive? Because like obviously that's all they can. Again, just throwing bodies at him over and over and over
I mean,
again.
that's all they can do
Meanwhile,
in
you
this
have
tanking
you have
force.
half your team just backpedaling straight to plate. Like, look at the amount of space that they're giving up right now, just watching people dance and backpedal.
Yeah.
You got 3 tanks on every side. They don't have a tanking line really. They're just solely reliant on 1v1.
Yeah, at this point, if blue team has a chance, it's going to be Novice
It's
or
not
Rage or somebody getting a pick. But Grifball is doing a great job just fending it off. I think that's all he should be focused on is if there's a sword out, be ready to punch. We're going to see a double sword. Avenger's going to take possession here. All right. I would like to see him hand it off to Al. Because here lately, Avenger's just, again, he's just playing in this corner. Al's coming for the ball. He wants the ball, but Avenger's just not giving it to him. We're going to see Novice get a lot of tanking pressure here. This could be a blue scorer if he gets that tie and works. Again, Novice
he
doing
sees
it all.
He sees Novice get any field up court. He's like, oh no, I'm going straight there. We're not doing the flank thing. I'm just gonna stay on this tail. I'm gonna call it out and I'm gonna push straight in behind him. So
Gonna see miss the Novice yet again get possession here. He's gonna throw it back. Nope, he's gonna maintain possession and just wait for tanks.
nah, that ball's safely secured in his hand.
Yeah, at that point he had to throw that.
I mean, it's a nice strategy to dance around that, but you got 2 collapsing hammers and 1 sword on the back. Like, there's no way you're coming out of that one. And that would have
Nope, and
very
that
well just cost them the
gives, yet
game.
again, red team just plenty of space to make plays. We're gonna see
I mean,
yet
luckily on
again
the
the
side of-
relay race of getting the ball into Grifball's hands. Scullin's alive. He's got 2 tanks up, causing a lot of pressure. They're just sending swords at him. It's a never-ending flurry.
Just keep doing it till he backs up to half.
Novice gets taken down. We're gonna see just Avenger and Al just hold space and not let him pass half court. Wait for Novice to get back. He'll surely come in and make a play, right? That's what they got to be thinking. Again, the runner across plate.
Oh my god, that almost cost it too. Every time we see that, I cringe, and I realize how many times I've done that. I'm like, damn, that is just a glaring like, hey, come get this free goal.
Yeah. Those are the moments I look for and I live for. Like this team, I would have picked at least 2 off, just looking for it. We're gonna see Novice yet again get the kills. He gets possession. He's got 1 punch to beat, and he's gonna again fucking do it all. It is the Novice show.
There's no shot that we see this go 4-4, right?
I mean, I don't know at this point.
Is this where the unravel starts?
I mean, this is definitely when Skullin and them they're tilted. Like I can feel the tilt. We're gonna see a pick from Novice. Big surprise yet again, everywhere on the fucking court, all at once.
Spank doing a good job. Novice doing a great job of baiting that punch into the runner. He's like, oh my Lanta.
Oh, he's not gonna get that reload. If he got that reload,
Yeah.
we see another score come out. But yeah, they just need to. Lux said it best. Just bully Novice at this point. He is the factor that needs to.
It's a nice double kill on Scullin's end, but like he's got no up court pressure because it's just a constant game of where's Novice?
Where's Novice?
Where is he?
Novice is having to go back.
Oh, Viper on plate. They might. That would have been a crazy time to throw. Able to stay alive right now. They got to get Skullin off this plate though and get some of this pressure off.
Rage takes it out. We're gonna see another sword just run out, and Spank's gonna clean it up. It's 1-on-1 with Novice. I don't like that punch. That punch is risky. With the way Novice has been playing, I don't take that punch. I run the fuck away.
Spank's doing the Lord's work right now. Oh, that's another risky punch. Spank. No.
Holy shit, Spank.
Spank lived that?
He lived that and scored.
There's no shot.
Holy shit, Spank.
Spank anchored the shit out of that game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Stats for a minute, but like, holy.
Yeah, let's look at these. Let's look. We're going to see everybody go negative on blue. Spank with a plus 21. Viper with a plus 28. Viper went plus 4. Skullin with a plus 8. Trip neg 28, neg 24, neg 27. Oof.
Yeah, that's I mean, and again, huge kudos to Avengers team because they also are not a team that scrimmed a lot. They're also not a team that played together, and they're also playing basically with one hand tied behind their back, based on the way that drafting went. But even so, able to push this team to a 3-game series, able to push this team to what could have been almost a complete reverse sweep is insane. So a huge shout out to them, but the boys, I mean, Scullin's team and Spank specifically, Spank anchored this entire series. There wasn't a game that he dropped under 70 kills. He's going positive every time. He's playing passive. He's playing the role that he needs to play, and he's getting the most important. I have no idea how he stayed alive on that last push. I thought he was dead. When he threw that ball, it's like, oh, they just threw it away for free, and then the score went off.
On plate after a reload, and he hammer jumped out of it. Got the kill, landed, and the ball was just there. It was just a pickup. It was a gimme. But Spank definitely put in the work. Viper also put in the work, just constantly being a hassle that they needed to send to.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. And I mean, again, shout out to Grifbeast for not only one, going positive, but two, giving his team the freedom to play how they want to play, giving his team the freedom to play aggressive, the freedom to allow somebody on the flank because they know and can trust that he's punching every single sword on this team, and it showed almost no problem doing so. Like, yeah, there were a couple of turnovers, but he, for the most part, held that ball dominantly. He ran confidently, and that changed the scope of the play for them. So shout out to the way they were able to kind of regain focus on that one. It got shaky for a bit, but holy
You're
shit.
getting an interview. You deserve it. Get in here. You played out of your head in that series. Come on. Even with the Novice just being an absolute menace. You were the anchor. You held it down. So join one of the chats. Let's get an interview from Spank. Come on. I'm sure the lady wants to hear the interview too. Come on, Spank. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to drag him.
We're gonna get the whole team in here.
Just tell him to go back to general. We'll just jump over there. But that was just, oh.
Yeah, that was brutal. That was a very. I think we had two really good series. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be a blowout in the first game. That was going to be a blowout in the second game. But either way, we had two games or two different matchups go to a best of three. All of the games are exciting. All of the games are close, and we saw some nasty playmaking ability. Oh, it looks like their whole team's in chat. We're ready to pull them.
Ready to pull them? All right. Let's see. All right, boys. How do we feel after
Welcome,
that?
gentlemen. Welcome.
You're
All right, boys. Obviously, I mean, a very, very close series on both ends of the spectrum here. But we'll kind of deep dive this latest game. What do you guys think? Like, obviously, you guys came out strong the first time. Kind of got PTSD from the second game with that close loss. What is it that really clicked for you guys that third game that made that performance so dominant?
Why can't I join voice channel on my phone? The fuck?
You're here,
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
trying to go smoke.
I don't think we just played a lot today, and
The fatigue.
we're tanking well. Fucking Spank was
communication
activated
got
finally.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shrek pissed me off and it unlocked something.
I think after
like-
being
it's
triggered
like
after the
became
first
unhinged.
series, we came better how to play.
I mean, one of the things that we saw on the court is like in both series, whether it was win or lose, I think this is the best we've ever seen this team tank. What do you think helped you guys team tank so well the second game compared to the first game? Because obviously, usually you guys run one on the flank, but it seemed like every game you guys were locked in. Watching you guys flow off of each other was extremely special, especially looking at the past three games where you guys are so flank dominant. What kind of encouraged you guys to make that switch and play more of a three-man tank line in both of these series?
I don't even think it was on purpose. I didn't even have snipes to come by with. Me and Spank are supposed to be side by side. I think
We're just doing
Viper's just
what was
feeding off
working.
us. Yeah, just
I just go
naturally
with
happen.
what the flow of the game's showing. So if they can't stop me on the flank, I'm gonna flank. But if they're stopping me, then I'm gonna back up and go with the boys and do our thing.
And I
I
would
think
try to randomly bait for snipes when I could. If I was like near him, I'd try to bait for him.
I mean, Spank, this question specifically for you. I mean, the overall performance. A lot of people are saying it's obviously good to have you back on hybrid, but it's not just you being on hybrid. There's something that unlocked. I mean, you could attribute it to Shrek if you want to, but what is it about? Like, what mental blocks did you unlock to change in your play style that helped you not only put on a dominance once, but all three games of that last series, dropping positive 21, positive 25, and positive 26 the game before that?
Oh shit. Mostly Skellen told me to shut the fuck up and stop bitching, I guess.
The goose roll was in effect, or what?
Yes, sir.
Nah,
The goose
I'll tell you what it
roll.
is, bro. This dude went back to his original FOV that he was on in season 2.
Oh, yeah, I
and
did
he's
go
been
100
playing out his
FOV.
mind. I told him to go
You
back
stopped
to
FOV?
100. Yes, I told him. I said, "What were you in season 2?" He said 100. I said, "What are you now?" And he was like, "What were you? Like fucking 90 or something?"
Or like 80 something.
80 something. I said, "Switch that shit right now." And as soon as he switched it, bro, he's unlocked.
Started slamming.
Yeah, it helped a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
And off the 10,000 DPI too.
Oh, and the ice water. I got a fresh cup of ice water. You feel me?
Oh, dude,
second
you're
series.
hydrated.
Absolutely.
good.
Big old ice cubes too. I'm looking at them right now. Let me take a sip.
Oh, you got the bricks? You got the bricks in there?
I
or
got
what?
the bricks.
Spank, you deserve
Oh, yeah.
all the sips tonight. Do all the
Thanks,
sipping you
bro.
want.
Of
Shit,
water. Don't fall off the wagon. Just drink water. We're good.
Yeah, just drinking water, bro. Don't worry.
I want to clarify that as one of your sponsors, one of your 17 sponsors at this point.
17 fucking sponsors. Crazy.
I got 17 kids and you got 17 sponsors, big dog. It just runs in the family tree. So I guess this is a question for the team captains here. You know, watching you guys play with Tez as the runner, watching you guys play with Griff Beast, obviously you guys have confidence in both. But it seemed like this last series you guys got really hot and gave a lot of free range to Griff Beast to kind of do what he does. And he was punching, I mean, everything from left to right. Have you guys had to help coach him, or has he really just kind of started to hit his stride as a runner, just being a part of this team with your guys' the structure that you run with?
It's been a lot of coaching. Outside of scrims and stuff, we do a lot of 1v1 stuff and talk over concepts. And then in games too, for if I'm playing with them in late league or matchmaking, I'll challenge him to try to get punches he normally wouldn't try for, or I would tell him like if he's messing up on like a positioning thing or like just missing awareness or something and correct him in the moment. And we've been grinding one-on-one for like the last 3 weeks, so he's been improving a shit ton. And then just working on his 180 flicks too, and just punches
there
in
were
general
several
versus
beautiful ones he had in that
yeah.
game.
We were working on that a lot, so it's showing now. I was happy to see it.
I mean, he's just running with confidence. Like you could tell in that game, there was very few like moments that he shied away from, and it didn't matter. A lot of people run from Novice, and he stepped up, and obviously wasn't going for like dumb punches, but he got the ones that mattered. He got the swords in the air, he got the flybys, and there were a couple here and there that caught him off guard. But I mean, it looks like you guys are really hitting a comfortable stride in that transition. So I hope that continues to work out for you. But Rebs, you got any questions for these guys coming off a fresh win?
After the loss, with the Novice doing what he was, what was the plan to counter him in Game 3?
There was on the tip off or just in general?
In general, because he seemed to be everywhere on the court. Just he was the number one issue that you guys had to face.
I think for us, it's just mainly sticking to our game plan. I think a lot of times in games, if we get scored on once or twice, we kind of tilt a bit, and then we kind of start out playing our structure. So we didn't really specifically target him. It was just trying to play good tanking together, and then that takes care of him and everyone else on the team.
Yep, well said.
I agree.
Exactly it.
All right, boys, you guys have any last words? Any shout outs?
Yep, Dylan's a faggot.
Spank.
Oh, my fault. Sorry.
Oh my
God.
Jeez.
Damn it, Spank.
Nah, I got one. Shout out to my boy Rain for believing in us, man.
Coach Rain?
Rain's the best,
lifting
dude.
us up, bro. Shout out to Rain, man.
What a great guy.
Always.
Great caster.
Always
Great father.
be the sponsor.
Great son.
Yeah. No, you boys deserved it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. It's obviously been a long series. I think this is the longest Spank's gone without a cigarette, and I don't even know how long. So, fuck, like they gotta get the man one. He deserves the celebration on the porch. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. It was a pleasure streaming you guys and enjoy the high from the win. I hope you guys take that into consideration with the rest of the stuff that you guys got to review on the tape, and we look forward to streaming the rest of your games. So,
God bless.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Yeah, you guys have a good night. All right. Well, I think that's any parting words here, Rain, before we head off after our 3.5 hour long stream.
Yeah, man, it was a good stream. I love casting with you because I think we have a lot of funny observation moments. But no, shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Obviously, I think we peaked at 18 viewers in the stream at one point.
At one point it had tipped over maybe to 21.
Nice.
So.
Nice, but yeah, keep the streams up. Like I said, next week or next stream, if we can get up to 30 viewers, I will raffle off $50 of my own dollar bucks. So definitely spread the word. Keep tuning in with us here at live at Play Grifball. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the content and let us know what else you'd like to see from us.
Yeah, same here. You guys have a great night. It's always a good time casting with you, Rain. All right, signing off.
Yes,
here.
sir.
See you guys. Bye.